and then go scroll all the way down.
Let's see. Here we go to.
Now find your character.
Alright, I got you ready. Fuego. Get your phone dice.
Yeah, since on 10%.
There you are.
Senor?
That's where you need to be.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do need my phone. That reminded me.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Many.
Man, now I'm gonna
All
go
right.
on the get it on my tablet and update my photos.
Can everyone hear us okay?
Let me blast it out on the social media too.
Blast it.
Robert?
Thank you. What's funny is I actually saw like a 100-sided die the other day. It was just a giant ball.
That is a lot.
It's just ridiculous.
I want to get a giant D20 for like when we have critical moments. You know?
Okay, yeah.
So it's something big that everyone can see and read. I think that would be cool as hell.
I like that idea.
Hello, Ransley. Welcome to the channel. Oh yeah, I'm looking over here.
Yeah,
I'm like looking behind us at this camera.
That's why I was trying
How come
to
it
get
looks like
adjusted.
I'm looking to the side? I don't understand.
What's up, Movie Mike? What's up, Jake? What else we got in here? Okay.
Do we put up our
So needless to say, I don't know what I'm doing.
our character?
That's more of the
bios?
fun of it. In some
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
I know my character is big. He's hulking. He's like Chris Farley. He's big but light on his feet.
I wonder if there's a way. Is there a way to link the or if we send you our character sheets to like put it in the description so like people can like
Yeah, just make it. They can
like a PDF, right?
Yeah, you can send them the link to the thing. Let me just edit something on there real quick so we can do
See,
that.
I'm not that technologically advanced with my phone.
Yeah, because then they can go and follow along and see
True.
our stats and what we're doing.
So are we picking from some of these guys all over the place, or are we?
Well,
I got. Where'd he go? I got my fucking bugbear guy.
last time I used the bug.
Looking at him, dude, he's more like a werebear.
Hmm.
I don't understand the name.
Bears are ginormous.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear everything okay?
I just rocked that.
Oh, that's a handy dandy little stand you got there.
I
man.
know.
Is that built into the
Into the case
of the phone?
I like it, man.
Nice, yeah.
The thing was like $30 or some shit. I've dropped this fucking phone so many times, or it's fallen off my lap.
Oh, you guys have all seen how I destroy phones.
Dude, you gotta get a case, man.
I've had them previously.
Oh my god,
these
they're all made
old ass phones that I have.
That's the problem with like the phones nowadays. They're like 90% glass. It's garbage.
Terrible. As clumsy, dumpy
Take me
as
back
I
to
am.
the Nokia bricks. Where you
Wait,
could literally huck it at a brick wall, and you're like,
Nokia that
still have a
survived
phone
the
call.
A washer, a
No
dryer,
shit.
Yeah.
ran over.
Now that I think about it, I had a Nokia that survived when I drunkenly jumped into the
We all
ocean
turned
in
our backs on
Mexico.
Nokia.
Everyone.
Said, you realize what you've done.
Oh, so if I did it through the app, then I just hit this little guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then I pick whatever one I'm supposed to pick, right?
Mhm.
And then
It's just to get
That's a
set
dope
up.
little
I
gargoyle.
recommend people using the website.
Alright. So I need to lower the lights a little bit to light everyone a bit better. Fuego, will you stand up and lower that one for me, please?
Let's get some of the
You can
stuff.
back
out of
it
the
up
way
as
here.
far as you can.
Everybody chose their avatars.
Just put it here. It's not going to be on camera there.
No.
I don't know if they did. Did you guys
Just
pick
push
your
it back
do
as
you?
far as you can. Yeah, push it back.
I think Cecil was the Dragonborn one,
There you
right?
go.
He was the gold dude?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's this knob here on the left. On the top.
You have
Yep.
a bear in there.
It's my Coca-Cola bear.
Just lower it.
Easiest thing I've
There
ever
you go.
painted. Even gave him a butthole.
That's
I mean, Robert's catching serious.
That's strictly because I was like, man,
serious lint
it's
on
got to be too easy. Fuego, you want to grab that guy?
This guy?
Yeah, it's a tiefling right there.
Closest to.
It's the only tiefling I have.
That's
Alright,
right.
will do.
Fuego, you've been watching Walking Dead? I actually have been. I'm still 2 episodes behind.
Not since they started the 11B or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I have not watched any of it, so.
Right on. Alright, so I think that's everything.
I should just to finish it. But not ended.
Well, I mean, since it's about to finally end, you know, and so.
I don't have anything else to watch right now, so. And I could probably binge most of it at this point because I have it all recorded.
All right.
Anyways, back on target.
Woohoo!
Silent target.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't want to crush anything back here.
I should have got so much stuff.
It's okay. I don't want to hurt any of it.
It's all foam. Insulation foam.
There we go.
Alright, that was tasty.
Alright, so I think I need to come around here to get in here.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
You know, I never could ever see any of these things. I'm just not home.
Sweet and sour. Hope y'all got a good look there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my
Your
phone.
badonk-a-donk.
Fuck, where'd I put my phone? Is it over there?
Ah.
Thank you.
And Robert for win. FTW.
Alright. So I'll just go over what the premise of the thing was, since other people see here, the other world.
Hey, Fuego, do me a favor.
Yeah, dude.
Will you reach the knob of the camera? And here, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to turn it, pull it this way slightly so everything's just a little more centered.
Okay.
So this way?
Use the handle on the tripod. Yeah, just a little more that way. Tiniest bit.
Right? I think right there.
A little better?
Yeah, that looks
Yeah.
good. Yep, that looks better.
Because
Cool.
that both
Thank
gives
you.
us a little edge behind us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Awesome. Thank you. All looks good.
Snoochie boochies.
Pretty niches.
All right, so I don't want to cause a double with this. Cool. All right, so here we go.
Got a lip staff.
Can you hand me that phone
It's sharp.
right there so we get that out of the way?
The phone?
The phone? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the case.
Oh,
with all
yeah.
characters.
I'm like, which phone? There's a lot of foam.
I know there's foam everywhere.
Yeah, throw your dice on the side of the table.
Alright. Oh, this guy goes in there too.
I like that guy. He was
Do I need a character? Do I have a
cool.
dragon?
There was a dragonborn over in there somewhere. I'd set down.
Did we put it back
Did
away?
you guys put him right away? Let's see. He's pretty shiny.
I thought he was.
Did he fall on the ground or something?
He was just
Is he
right
here?
He was
Is
just right there.
Is that him?
No,
That's a wolf.
That's all. Yeah, it's not him for sure.
He was just right
Oh,
there.
here he is.
Ah.
He got put right away.
Ah, got it.
Whoa.
Yo, that's rad.
You can choose that one or that one. Those are my two dragonborns.
Yeah, I'll take the gold guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I painted that one.
Hell yeah. They're both rad though.
Thank you.
Sweet, actual figures. Hey, that's exciting.
All right.
And you've actually hand painted a lot of these yourself, have you not, sir?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
All right, so let me get things started officially here. So, I'll point. Hey everyone, welcome to the horror show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I mean, Fuego here. I
Robert
wasn't
the
sure which way we were
Wolfman.
going.
Robert the Wolfman.
Marcia Parker.
And I'm Hollow.
And we are here to do something completely different here, you guys. So, in case you couldn't tell, this is our horror D&D setup, and this game is called MISTFALL. So, it is basically a Dungeons & Dragons inspired horror adventure experience. We wanted to do a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, but obviously here on the horror show, we thought we'd make it more horror themed. And when we came up with this idea, Mahalo basically took the ball and ran with that, said, ooh, I could build that. And so he has created this. So at this point, since Mahalo is going to be the dungeon master of the game, I will go ahead and pass it over to you. You want to let everyone know what MISTFALL is and what you kind of have planned for us?
Definitely. Welcome to a world of wonder and beauty, mysticism and darkness. Here in the town of Briarwood is a festival that comes once a year during the fall equinox. It has a menagerie unseen like any other carnival before. The headmaster himself has a special hand that he hires to go find these menageries for him. It's on this day that the town is preparing for the evening carnival, the opening night, that we find our adventurers and our friends in this town of Briarwood.
So, guys, this is going to be a tip. If you've never watched a D&D campaign before, that's okay because we've never done one before. So, Mahalo is more familiar than we are, but even Mahalo himself will say that he's not an expert as such, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Not
what
an
you were
expert.
saying earlier. But it's going to be fun. So we're not going to adhere strictly to all the D&D rules. Most of them will apply for sure, but Mahalo will make the final judgment in accordance with, I'm guessing, what's going to make the story most fun. I mean, that's always what I anticipated being a part of a Dungeons and Dragons idea would be, right?
Absolutely. They call them rules, but they're more like
Guidelines, yeah.
Meant to be broken,
Meant to be broken.
Now, just real quick, guys, this is session 0, so it's our first time gathering. This is our first attempt at it, and we're going to be refining things along the way. As such, I want to first say that this single microphone setup will not be the way it's going to be in the future. I know, obviously, Mahalo being the dungeon master, he's going to need to speak up a bit, but we're going to make it so in the episodes going forward, I'm going to pre-record them so I can edit them, and that way I can mic us all individually. I haven't got a switch unit to be able to mic everyone and put it in the computer yet. I'm working on that, but this is the only time it's going to be like this. Going forward, like I said, it'll be edited, ideally with more cameras, more space, and better microphones. So bear with me for one episode. Again, this is sort of a trial run just to see how it plays out and how you guys enjoy it. And the second part of what I was going to say is if you guys have ideas for us, by all means, let us know in the comments down below. We'll be monitoring the chat. Robert's got the phone up to monitor the chat right now. And we will be looking at what you guys have to say throughout, and especially after the fact. If you guys come and watch this later and you have great ideas, by all means, throw them in the comments below, because we'll be continuing to look at the comments. So, without further ado, Mahalo, how does all this get started?
Yeah.
All right. We find ourselves in the morning, a beautiful, beautiful morning. The sun has rise. Everyone is shining out in the town, doing everything they can to get ready for the day. It's here that we find our pals who have come to the town. Maybe for the menagerie, maybe for a little extra coin. They find themselves in a tavern known as the Witch's Tit.
Solid.
It's
Perfectly
here.
named.
It's here that we find our first two friends, grifting someone at a table.
Alright. That's us.
You sit in front of a human as he plays chess with you. He feels like he's got the upper hand. I don't see how you're not sweating. I'm gonna take everything you got on that table. All of it.
We'll see.
Alright.
That's all I got.
He goes to make his move. He grabs his pawn, 2 spaces forward, and sits there, smiles. There! Your move.
Alright. So what do I do now?
Go ahead and roll to see how the tip board looks.
Okay, so which one do I use?
Your D20 is going to be the one with the most numbers.
Mhm.
Alright, cool. Do I want high or low?
How are the house, man?
Usually higher is better.
18.
18. As you look at the table, you laugh. He's lost most of his pieces, but he's pretty confident that between his pawn and his rook, that he can take your queen, not realizing that his king is wide out in the open for a checkmate.
Perhaps he may be in a good position. Perhaps not.
You want to make your move?
Yeah, what do I do?
You pull it out. He's confident, and as you pull which piece are you using? Your queen? To take his king?
Yes.
You pull your queen, you take his king. What in the blimey hell? You cheating! You cheating! And he stands up, aggravated at the table, slams his fist down.
Oh, well, I wouldn't get angry now. Or you might get my friend angry.
Go ahead and describe yourself, sir.
Wait. Wow. Wait. How exactly?
How you look, how you stand.
So basically, mine is Bugbear. He's going to be a massively hulking figure that looms basically behind her shoulder in case of trouble.
You know those scenes in like the anime where they get angry and they're mad, and then suddenly a black shadow appears behind the person they're yelling at? Yeah, that black shadow is you. And he instantly sits down. I don't know how I'm going to tell this to the wife. He gets up and hastily leaves everything at the table.
Solid.
You take his money. You can hear the hustle and bustle of the people outside. In walks a tiefling. Describe yourself, sir.
Okay, so tieflings remind me, they're half demon, half humanish kind of thing, or
Pretty much. His skin color, his look, his clothes that he's wearing.
okay, so I am an ancient half-breed that has essentially been a loner for hundreds of years at this particular point. I was from an entire kingdom of tieflings, that's the name, right? Yeah, but unfortunately we were conquered by a number of goblins in the nearby kingdom, and I was one of the few that they spared and allowed to actually live with them and to gain knowledge, and that's why I speak half goblin. I've got kind of a greenish olivish tinge to my color, I guess, and glowing red eyes of fury, but there's also a bit of a sympathy for all of the different races that I have spent time with after the Goblin Kingdom was conquered as well. So that's why I've been by my lonesome, and I'm curious about some new, I guess, connections and such that I can make because of the many multitudes that descend upon this festival. Or this, it's a festival, right? You said? Cool.
As you step in, you see that man rush right past you, pushes your shoulder by.
The guy you just lost, right?
Yeah, and he mumbles, fucking Genasi, damn it. And he mumbles out. And it's at that point that you see a Genasi at the table, cheering with a bugbear. Please describe yourself.
So I'm a Genasi. I am from the fire element. However, I have ashen skin with purple long hair with pretty sure red eyes. I remember I did put red eyes. Yeah, that's where my fire lives, deep within.
Fiery red eyes.
I am a druid, and I focus on healing because I once made a really big mistake, and it caused someone I cared about to die. So I swore I would never make that mistake again, and made sure I learned medicines. But knowing that, I'm also very good at what I do, and I like to play chess. I might lure somebody in and take their money, or perhaps they might win a game. Probably not.
But then in this case, yes.
And in this case, I was the victor. So we are eating well tonight.
And that's where my character comes in, for when, especially if things go sour and she fucks up, I have to take the blunt of everything.
You see them celebrating at the table.
So she heals me after every fight.
You see them celebrating at the table, and as your eyes turn, you see a table in the back where there sits a golden shining figure, pretty large, by himself in a corner, just kind of watching things happening. Describe yourself, sir.
Before I describe myself, I let out a snort and I jet smoke out of my nostrils because it's just an amusing sight that I've witnessed. Someone back down from someone else always makes me laugh. But I am. Let me see. Let me make sure. I am. Yes. I've changed my name throughout my life numerous times because of various things I've gotten into. I am Rowler Vaughn, and I am a Dragonborn, which is a half dragon, half human sort of creature, where I am much larger than human, but I have the visage of a dragon. I am from the Golden Dragon tribe, and I actually work for the man behind the carnival, the festival that brings together all the creatures. I am his head creature wrangler, so to speak. I head out, I capture the creatures for the festival and bring them back for him. And I have left my Dragonborn clan because I was raised by a kind Dragonborn mother and was eventually ousted by my brethren because I was not a fearsome Dragonborn that did terrible things, because Dragonborn do tend to be bad.
When did we go down the tunnel?
I was like, maybe he's a comedian.
Well, it sounds kind of like what
We are at a carnival.
Yeah, and we're in a
We can be walking by different carnival
I walked by a
games.
different booth.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or it's the music inside the
Right?
witch's tit.
The
bar,
camera
and
follows
the
our
sound
character
and-
as an inner monologue.
Yeah.
But
Goddamn
yes,
bar does
so
have enough to
I'm
drink.
a noble. I'm sort of chaotic good, where I will be aggressive when need be, but I can also remain reserved in the shadows if need be.
Nice.
So you step in and you see these figures, and behind them is the bar, and patrons are going on about normal. Some people are laughing at the fact that guy walked out. One barmaid walked by. Did you see her flapping her skirt? It's got a little singe on it after walking past him.
I'm sorry about that last.
Just try to keep it to yourself next time, okay? You
I
need another drink?
always.
All right. Barrel of the bugbear whiskey coming right up. She takes off. What would you like to do?
I'd like to go over and just kind of give the man a pat on the back and just go, nice. A man after my own heart. Not much to say, but a drinker
I'm a
nonetheless.
typical Ron Swanson.
I don't know the reference, but I'll
Man, a
take your
few
word
words.
for it.
Only speaks when needed.
Gotcha. Fair enough. I just had to say I like the cut of your jib, how you stood up, just to scare him. I don't know what you would have done beyond that, but standing up was enough. Good work.
Character nods and takes a drink.
It's at this point you turn and you see the Genasi. She's obviously, when you turn, it's one of these moments. You tower over her.
And I just must say, nicely played as well. Clearly you know your way around a board.
I've been told that once or twice. Come, have a sit. Perhaps you would like a game.
I sit down, but I don't sit across from her. I know better than that. But when I sit on the empty bench, the other side of the bench kind of raises a little bit because I'm so big.
As he does this, it causes everybody to kind of jerk, and you all look, and that's where you see. Sorry, your character's name, I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, it really rolls off the tongue.
Well, that's why I switched the two names around, but Emeraldi and Hymantimos, but you can just call me Raldi for short if that's easier.
That's where you see
Raldi.
Emeraldian standing at the door.
Oh, look at that fine fellow. He looks like he could use a friend.
I ain't gonna be a friend.
Yeah.
I know.
We're both pretty stoic.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear
I was gonna
them.
say.
You can hear them. You're not far from the entrance.
Basically,
Yeah, and
Alright,
so I
sure.
just...
it would basically be our characters would look at him and look back down at our drinks and continue to drink.
Oh, okay.
Bar witch, come here. Go buy him a drink and tell him to sit down.
She comes over, and as she does, she cautiously walks past you.
And it causes me to smile, but I don't singe her again.
She comes over and she looks at you, and you can kind of see her hesitate a little bit. What'll it be? What'll it be?
you know, it's just gonna need to be some fresh water for me right now. I drew the ire of some band of goblins quite recently, and have you seen any of them about? They said that they were headed to this festival as well.
I hate goblins!
She gets quiet.
Sorry.
I haven't heard anything of goblins, but I don't think they'll be coming with this guy around. I'll be right back with the water. Does anyone else need anything?
Give me another round, please.
Ball of brown coming out. Here we go.
2 more for me.
Raises tankard.
I'll bring the barrel.
I like that you speak in astraces.
You guys can hear outside. Now the bar is very much like a Western bar. There's no actual door that closes. It's a swinging door that opens. And you can hear, hey, 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 come on out to see the carnival, a menagerie like you've never seen before. If you read about it, we've got it. If you've dreamt about it, we ought to have it. Come on down.
That guy's pretty good. Hey, did you know that anything that they've actually got is because of me?
Nice. Solid.
Based on your size, I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, the beasts know who's boss.
It's at the time when that guy walks in. Hey, Rolo, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be getting that weird beast the ringmaster sent you out to get?
Oh, all kinds, all manners, all sizes, all shapes, all deadly varieties.
Well, he says he needs it tonight, so not trying to take you pretty big, but you might want to get on it.
I go in my own time.
Head, no problem. Hey, come on to the carnival. He walks out.
Well, and as I exhale, like a little bit of remnant flame comes out and singes the food that's on the middle of the table.
It's like he's just always ate a jalapeno.
Basically, if I breathe heavy, everyone's in trouble. And then I'm like, well, I gotta get over there. Say, have you guys actually come to see the beasts yet?
Not yet. It's on my to-do.
Glances over at her and raises an eyebrow.
I know. You feel your beast enough.
Bar wench,
Yes?
can we take these tankards to go?
I mean, I'm not gonna
Thank
tell
you very much. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
As we walk out, I grab a barrel and throw it over my shoulder.
Nice. The barrel they brought. She's not going to try to stop you. So you guys walk out into the dusty road, and you can see people. There are lines of booths and people making things, people trying to sell things. There's jesters doing carnival tricks up and down the street. There's jugglers. You see out in the far distance, the crier has made his way down there. You have two options down the street. You can head towards what would be the main carnival area out in the crops, which is where the ringmaster would be, or you can head directly to where you would like to go or explore the city.
I'd like to take them to the most terrifying beast that I've got, which I think would be the I guess a manticore would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lion head, scorpion tail.
Yeah.
Is that what it was, right?
Yeah, that's a manticore.
Dropping
have a
knowledge, yeah.
Oh.
So then I am tagging along with them, like we're all
So as you
collective at
guys
this
hear
point.
him say you want to see a manticore,
Yeah.
it piques all your interests.
Mm.
I mean, when's the last time you've ever had the chance to see a manticore?
At least 5 to 6 months.
Damn.
I follow the little one.
It's been over 100 years since I've seen a manticore. My uncle once kept one as a pet, but that was a long time ago.
You all look at each other. He did mention 100 years to you guys.
Yeah, it was. Does anyone know any tieflings or how old they're supposed to be?
I
shall
only
take
live
you at
up
your
to
word then.
120. I'm only a quarter way there.
You start heading down the street to where the carnival's at, to the menagerie. And as you come up to the carnival, there's Big Braun standing out at the front. He's a half giant, and he actually towers over you. Hey, brother, how's it going?
Good. Just here bringing some people to see the beast.
They paying?
In a way, pretty sure booze is going to be the payment, which, you know, I'm always happy to share.
He looks at you with the barrel
Yeah,
over
he
his
sees the
shoulder,
barrel, right.
and he goes this. You want to see it?
Give him the barrel. I'll get you another one afterwards. It's worth it. Trust me.
Grunts and hands him the barrel.
He grabs the barrel, pops the cork out. It's little in his hand. Bugbear whiskey. Go ahead. He lets you guys through. As you enter into the first area you enter is the tent where the ring's at. It's empty right now because obviously there's no one in there. You can see a couple people practicing like the trapeze things, practicing movements. There's a fire breather. And as you guys walk by, the fire breather looks at you. She winks at you, gives you a little look, and then you go.
I curl my lip.
Hey now.
You go out past there, and as you open up past there are just cages and cages and cages. And near the back is a cage with a giant red cloth over it.
Did you say the giant's name or the half giant's name?
Braun.
Braun?
Mm-hmm.
Big Braun.
Big Braun.
As we walk in, I spot what appears to be the lower half of my human assistant that was assigned to me earlier today, hanging out of the Manicore's cage. Braun, did you let the little one near the Manicore?
I didn't let him do anything.
Well, he's not going to be doing a hell of a lot anymore. Let the man know I need a new assistant.
It's the 4th one in a year.
Yeah, well... I mean, how many times do I got to tell him, right? What are we going to do?
At least one more. You hear him laugh and just keep laughing as he walks away.
So as we walk up, I say, well, no reason to let good meat go to waste, and I pick up one of the legs and I take a hunk out of it before tossing it aside.
Now, the leg,
That's so.
it's juicy. This is fresh. This is fresh. I mean, it's in a cage, so for it to disembowel and pull things apart in a cage, it's pretty damn messy in here. There's entrails hanging out of the cage. The red cloth, you start to think, is it red because it's supposed to be red? Or is
That
it
cloth was
stained?
white before. Just so you guys know.
Red. As you get closer to the cage, you hear...
All right. Look, I can do it too.
It starts to rouse. You hear it in the cage.
So, if you just wait a minute, it'll make its way out here. This is Monty the Manticore.
You see it come out like a dog cage. You know, like, you remember...
Like a kennel
what was that
kind of
movie
thing, or
with
like
the baseball kids? The Beast in the backyard.
Oh,
right.
You know how he just kind of... You see the chain first, right?
Right.
And then the chain starts pulling tension, and the shadow starts walking out. And as it does, you see this quilled lion face poke its head out, shake, and the quills shake, and under it, 2 wings duck out as it comes out. And you see a tail as it finally pulls its full body out with a scorpion stinger. Now, the scorpion stinger is broken. It is not, doesn't have a stinger. So it can't actually sting anything, but it's not the point. The rest of the animal is a weapon. And as it comes out, it looks at Ralar, and as it does, it gets playful.
Quite domesticated is this one, I'd say, eh?
It's like a little kitten.
Yeah, ever since I had to capture the thing and I snapped its stinger off, it's nothing but a big pussycat.
The truth in the matter, too. The fact
Unless
is,
you get too close and you're small.
this is not a
I'll
fully
stay
grown
away.
manticore. It is a very large animal.
Grabs little one, sets it on his shoulder.
Right.
It's not a fully adult manticore. It is somewhere between adolescent to young adult. Nowhere near the size it should be. But it is a pussycat in his hands.
Still one of the most domesticized that I've ever seen. Do you ever clean this cage? It's filthy in there.
You've been with me. I mean, when would I have time? This guy was clearly freshly torn apart.
Roll
And he was the assistant.
Roll
Who's going to
Let me
clean
go
up
get
after
the
him?
hose.
What's that?
D20. So anytime I'm going to ask you to roll a check, it's going to
Okay.
be D20.
All right.
Should have one of those close by.
8.
You don't hear a dang thing. So, as you guys are watching him play with it, you feel a presence behind you. And when you turn around, a man dressed in a long red coat with a mask on his face. He looks over. Ralar! You need more hands? I see you lost your previous assistant.
Well, Ringmaster, I don't know what to tell you. I say stay away from the cages, but you know Monty. Monty's such a sweetheart. He makes it seem like, oh, come pet me, and then wham! The top half of you is gone.
Touch his belly and he eviscerates you.
Yes. That's
Well,
just one of the problems.
One less person to pay. I'm not paying any of you anything. Just so you know.
They're only here to see Monty. They're just gonna enjoy the show, and we were talking at the tit, and we all just kind of we seemed to get on. So I brought them to see Monty ahead of the show.
Yeah, talking at the tit, I like that. That's
Ralar,
Tit talk.
I know it's still the morning. And I know you think that the fire you breathe burns the alcohol off your mouth.
It doesn't.
He breathes it.
It amplifies it.
But we really need you to go and get that creature for me, please. I need it here before the sun is down so that I can break it.
I was hoping to not have to do that. Remind me again which beast you want this time.
Oh, you know. It's just the one they've talked about in the swamp. I'm not exactly sure, but they say it's armored.
Not the swamp beast again. Okay. Well, look. We have until when? Tonight?
Yes, it's 9 right now.
Okay.
AM
Well,
or PM? I just got out of the casino. I don't know.
well, the sun's up, so.
And you're all how many people?
But it could be like Alaska.
All right. Well, guys, I gotta go and find another beast. But hey, would any of you have an interest in joining me to go get the beast? So that I think it's going to be, look, if it's the swamp beast I'm thinking of, it's going to be a lot easier if I have a few hands to help. And I promise you'll end up better than Greg over there ended up.
Greg. I didn't even know that was his name until now. Wonderful.
That's
Okay,
just the
go
kind
on,
of
yes.
ringmaster you are, sir.
Again, I am not paying any of you.
No, but you'll let them see the show if they help me bring the star attraction,
Yeah,
yes?
they can absolutely come and sit down and watch the show. Absolutely.
Well, it's settled then. We're going.
Looks over, grunts.
I like this one. A man of few words.
And then the ring leader catches you in an eye. And you can't really catch his eyes because he's wearing a mask, but you can tell that he's staring directly at you. And you have a moment where it's almost like you feel something trying to penetrate your mind, almost as if something is trying to see what is going on in there. I need you to roll a d20 for a will save. You should find your will saves on one of your pages on your the app there.
Okay. Is it here on the main front page or?
You should be able to like side swipe, and it should take you to
Okay. Did not know. Is it a skill?
will save. It should be on your front page. I can look it over here.
Oh, I didn't know I could swipe right and see all my stuff. Cool.
So your looks like your so your will save.
Is it the long ones? The skills?
They might be the skills.
Figuring it all
Or
out.
actions?
That's what you can do.
Okay, so
abilities.
it should be
saves,
ability
senses.
saves and
You know what? This is how we'll do it.
because I see saving throws.
Saving throws, exactly what
That's
you're
what
looking
it is.
for.
Okay.
Yep.
And so what do I need to do here?
Roll and then add your saving throw to that.
To which one? I've got 6 different things. I've got int. I've got intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Do I add it to one specific one or?
So right here where it says saving throws, click that, and then you're pretty much gonna roll a d20 and add the appropriate. So for you, you're gonna do charisma. You add your charisma.
That's what I
modifier.
was asking. Is which
Yeah.
one I would add the number to? Okay. 17.
All right.
Not 19.
So you feel a
unfortunately.
voice in your head saying,
And as an ancient traveler, I've encountered many, screwed over more. Yeah.
and as it tries to probe further, you see the ringmaster, and he verbally.
Well, I'm off, Rella. Get that thing for me back here so I can break it.
We're off, but I do take notice of the exchange that just happened.
Because it's essentially just a stare down and then ring.
I kind of
ring
raise
master.
an
It got
eyebrow.
awkwardly quiet.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
got
that's what I
awkwardly
was
quiet.
Yeah, the death stare, and I'm just like, where have I met this man before? God.
So we set off.
So I
to
add the 17 to
go find the
charisma.
creature in the swamp. Yes.
All right. So you can go straight out to the swamp. You have the option to kind of gather some intel around town if you want to. What would you like to do?
I think we should get beer before we go on this.
I was
You
gonna
just
say.
lose your whole barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why don't we go back
we owe
to
him
the
a
tit?
barrel.
Yeah, and honestly, what better for the berserker rage?
Yeah, we go back to the. I say we go back to the tit, and we ask around a couple of people to see if we can
Wait
get
till I throw in the
an
mushrooms.
idea of what kind of creature it's gonna be out there.
Yeah, we need more intel for sure.
Definitely.
We know it resides in the swamp, but
So as you guys head back out to the tit is busier than it was before. People are starting to wake up and they're going out. They're enjoying the festival, the drinks, and then they're coming back to Tit for food. This isn't a giant town. Mm-hmm. This isn't like a sprawling city. The Tit is the place to be. It's where everyone goes. Everyone knows your name. It's Cheers. Okay.
Okay.
So as you get in there, it is bustling and busy. And now that one barmaid has 4 other barmaids that look just like her, running around everywhere trying to take care of everything. You hear her yelling, and from the back you hear, "I only got 2 hands!"
Looks like it's going to be a fun time waiting for our drinks, but let's have a seat.
All right.
You guys gonna sit at the bar? You're gonna try to wait for a table?
Actually, why don't we do this? Why don't we split up and see if there's anyone interesting to talk to, and then we'll reconvene at the bar to get the actual drink.
The first thing I do with my 5-foot reach span is reach over the bar, grab another barrel, throw it back on the shoulder as we persist to walk to the back corner of the bar.
As you do, I need you to roll a d20 as you reach over that bar.
18.
Okay.
He really wants to see it.
Just to clarify real quick, so that 17 that I rolled was supposed to be added to the charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to do that.
No, you just add the number to that.
Yeah.
So your 17 was a 21.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
So as you reach over, you feel a jab in your forearm, and you look down, and there's a little halfling. Well, that did nothing. And he pulls a little fork out of your arm. I ain't gonna stop you.
As I look at him, I chuckle, pick up the barrel one-handed, putting it back over my shoulder, and turning back around, looking down at the little one, laughing, and walk back to the back of the bar.
As you do that, one of the maids comes out and goes, "I'm keeping a tab, Bugbear. I'm keeping a tab."
Good. Bring me a little stein while you're at it, so I can get some of this beer.
Didn't you guys take the steins last time?
Who's keeping count?
I still have
Me.
mine. It's just filled with water there. Yeah, and
Takers aren't free, goddammit!
I'm sticking specifically to water because I'm very worried in this populated bar that those goblins that I fucked over and stole an orb, which was actually from my tiefling's royal family. When I took down with them, and I was actually going around like marauding and doing all that shit, I saw that they had this ancient orb of great power from my family, and I stole it from them.
Are you saying all this out loud?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be like, and this is the story, right? This is how it goes about?
Oh, yeah, yes, but they don't know that.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well, how do I go about revealing that then? 'Cause
you can tell
Through
them.
conversation.
Yeah, when we sit down to talk.
That's what I mean.
Like,
Like,
why you look so nervous?
Yeah.
That's
Now
what
you can
That's
tell
what I mean.
me.
Like, are you telling them this?
Well, that's what I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if we
Okay.
stake
Well, then
this
what?
up
So
or-
yeah, I mean, I can meet. Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
then.
we could have you guys.
Yeah,
you
I don't
guys
know
Say
shit about
before we split up, why don't you tell me what that little look is about? Why were you so shady when he looked at you? What are you hiding?
There's just so many more people here in this bar, and I ran afoul at the band of goblins. As I said, we were both headed to this destination, and I chose to pillage a few things from them, most notably a purple orb that once belonged to my royal family, who were conquered by the goblins.
You hear royal family. A little twitch in your ear. A little twitch in your pocket. A little twitch in your hand.
Looks over at her, slaps her shoulder, shakes his head, no.
I'll save it for later.
Don't get any ideas. It's been many hundreds of years since they fell, but yes, my royal blood does continue.
Does it do anything,
They're big on
or
my
is it
stupid.
just expensive, or is it worth anything?
It is an orb of great power that I will not divulge the full extent of to anyone.
So it has powers, though.
Exactly.
So you did divulge. Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, the way you talked, I thought we were just having
No,
a
no.
casual
I look. I did it the way my character would do it.
And I'm just getting all the information for later.
Don't worry. None
Don't
of
get
us
any
mean you
ideas.
any ill will or any ill treatment.
Unless you know how to use it, it's practically worthless. The goblins knew nothing.
That's
Well,
what she said.
maybe.
A drunk stumbles to you guys. He walks right up to Rallard, but he thinks he's talking to you. So there's, in his vision, since you guys are standing next to each other, he's calling you Rallard, but he's meaning to talk to you. If that makes
Okay.
sense. So he looks at you and goes, You're that guy. The guy who gets the things, right?
You must be confusing me with someone else. Then.
No. I was told you're a weird-looking thing. You look crazy.
I am
and
just
that
as
you
my
catch
parents made me,
monsters.
sir.
And I snort again really, really heavily, and I blow smoke right in his face, and it like covers him in soot, like a.
He gets a little dusty. Oh. Well, your friend's not very nice. Well,
You got some on me too. Don't you have better control of that?
I believe you're looking for me.
oh. I
I'm
can't
the one
look for
who gets
anything
the
now.
things. Well, that's the point.
I just had some information, maybe for some coin, if that was available.
Well, you approached it all wrong, my friend. So, please, any information? Is this about any particular creature? Because I know.
Oh, there's a scary one, in fact. There's a scary one at the edge of town. They call her Mad Mag, the old hag.
And would that be in the swamp at the edge of town?
It's close.
Okay. Okay. And, well, since you've already given me enough information, I guess I don't need to pay you anything.
Yes, and there's no need to pay because I've encountered this beast as well. The goblins that I was with, 3 of them were lost to him before I joined them.
So, you know, we came here to find out about the beast, but you know about the beast.
I am aware, but until you were given the task, I had no idea.
Okay, do you know what the beast is, or should I continue talking to this drunk guy?
I did not,
Roll a
I did
d20
not-
for me.
I did not personally encounter this
Yes,
beast, but
roll.
the goblins that I was with did, and 3 of them were lost before I joined them.
Roll a d20 for me.
14.
Okay. So what you know about the beast is that
It's hearsay.
no. Since the goblins were attacked, you could hear what the goblins were talking, and from what your knowledge is that the beast can disappear. It can vanish,
Okay.
and it's followed by a sound like a trill, and then they die, and then it vanishes again.
And so do I impart this knowledge to them, or?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, the catch about this beast is that it can disappear. That's actually how those 3 goblins were lost, or so they told me. Granted, I was not there, but the look in their eyes was chilling as they recanted this story to me.
As the drunk guy starts to skulk away, upset, I grab the back of his shirt and I say, "Hey, if you have any more knowledge, you might get that coin after all. What was the beast? Do you know exactly what it is?
Told you the beast. It's Old Mag, the Mad Hag.
What is Almag the Mad Hag? What kind of
The
creature?
bitch that lives by the swamp.
Is she a witch? Is she a creature? What is she?
She owes me money.
So she uses cash. She uses coin. Does that make her? So she's human then? She's a witch then? I'm guessing.
Well, I haven't seen her.
So okay, right, the invisibility thing, sure. So how do you know that you were talking to the,
How
or you
did
know,
she owe
you
you
saw?
money?
How do you know you saw the hag and not just weren't talking
He
about
kind of
nothing?
gets somber.
Look, and he pulls out of his pocket a little wooden doll. I think she took my boy. I asked her
This drunk has depth.
for help. She gave me help. But then I think she took her own payment. And no one will listen.
That's why those sort of deals are always dangerous, I tell ya.
I'm sorry. Yeah. She owes me everything.
Okay, got it. So it's not coin that she owes you. She
I'll
owes
take
you.
coin too now.
You know what? After that story, I flick him the lowest denomination coin that's available in our kingdom.
It flicks it, bounces off his chest, and you see him dive for it like a crackhead. He just jumps down and he gets it. It's just out of his reach every time. And when he finally gets it, he holds it up, and one of the barmaids goes by, tap, picks it up, puts it in her pocket. He goes, he looks up and he sees a half-drinking beer off the table, grabs it, and goes under another table and begins to drink it under that table. Scoots away from you guys.
Boy, talk about drinking someone under the table, huh?
Oh, were you making a fun guy?
I like you.
I'm a jovial dragonborn.
As much wit as size, exactly.
All right, so we know it's a hag. We know it turns invisible. What I now suggest is
She likes little boys too. We can't stand that.
true. So let's find a little boy and use him as bait.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, there is that boy over there in the corner.
How else are we
moping.
supposed to bring it? We know what brings the hag. We have to use a child as bait.
Well, that means we have to go to the blacksmith and have a cage fashioned.
For
Do
the
it-
child?
Well, yeah! Or are we gonna hook him up like the goat in Jurassic Park? You know, the chain on a stick.
That's kind of what I was picturing.
Honestly,
Yeah,
the
no.
cage is more humane. It's gonna
We don't
take
need-
longer
look,
for the
look,
creature to
look.
get to him.
Give
We
him a
don't need a
lollipop and a
cage.
stick and a ball. And he'll
I'm all
stay
about
there for a
free-range
while.
children.
No.
Are you guys
I get it.
serious?
If that is the intention, then
I don't want
to.
to tell you guys what to do or what not to do at all.
Let
That's not
me-
what
We're killing the kid!
Let
No.
me have a talk with that child, and I'll convince the poor child.
Just because I say use it as bait doesn't mean I mean let it get eaten.
How
okay?
are you guys
Well,
thinking?
if things
That's
happen,
that's
what
a
child.
if it happens, it happens. The goal isn't to
That
allow the child to die.
We
but-
must ensure the
Wait,
safety.
everyone calm down.
You know what?
I
He's
can,
an
I
orphan.
can handle this
No, it's an
problem.
orphan. It's an orphan around town.
So I
No one's
hold
gonna
up.
miss him.
So I tell everyone,
Their
please,
parents?
please,
I'll
Listen, his
pay him
parents?
off. It doesn't be fine.
quiet. I have an idea. And I pull out the highest denomination coin and I hold it into the air and I say, who wants to get rid of their boy?
About everybody turns and looks at the coin.
That's what I thought. All right. Whose little boy is a right shite?
And they all kind of stop for a second. And they all look at some guy in the back. Thomas!
There's always one.
Thomas kind of puts his head down. He is a little shit. What do you need?
Farewell, Seamus.
Bring the boy to us at the edge of town, and this coin will be yours.
Whoa, what did he do?
We just need to borrow him for a little bit.
That's quite the ask to ask a stranger.
That's why there's a coin in my claw.
Don't worry, he has candy.
Yeah. No harm will befall your son.
Yes, I can assure you of that. I was taken in as an orphan by goblins after my kingdom was conquered.
He just
So we
looks
shall
at
look
you
out for
because
his
you're
safety.
basically.
This guy
It's
is
like
unnecessary backstory. I tell you what.
He just looks at you and just like.
I may look distrusting.
So I say, look, if
We
any
don't
harm
know.
befalls him, and then I do like a magician's hand motion, and now there's 2 coins in between
Roll.
my fingers.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Mm.
19,
There
baby.
you go. That's a number there.
Quah!
They'll
2
vote
So
coins.
now I hold 2 coins.
He looks at you. He's not as drunk as everybody else. He actually seems like a very genuine person. This is my son we're talking about. He may be a shit.
I hear you. I hear you. I do the hand motion again, and now there's 3 coins.
But he is your shit. So therefore.
How about this?
And look, and I say, this is only if any harm befalls him,
How about
which
this?
it won't.
I shall accompany you with my son to the edge of town. We'll discuss what we need from them, and we'll both work together.
Great. Do you have a leash for him already?
Yeesh!
Don't
What do
worry
you
about it.
intend to do?
You don't.
I'm a dragonborn. We do things differently in our tribe.
This
I'm
may
just gonna
sound
come with a
shameful.
stick. You'll be fine.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Because we are a poor
I didn't ask
family.
for any particular reason. I'm just.
But I would ask that I have those
If
coins now.
if you have a chain attached to a stick, that works
yeah,
too.
a
Like,
chain with a leather strap.
do you guys have dog?
I do have a dog.
Give us a
Okay, and
leash.
how do you keep the dog at your house outside?
You look down and you notice there's a dog at his side.
Oh, and there's what is it? Is it on a leash?
Nope.
Okay, that would have been too easy.
No collar.
I would have.
A dog
It's a
that sits
dog.
next to him. It's a brown and white dog.
Okay,
Nothing
so
special about
so
it.
when you go to sleep at night, I mean, we're getting into the weeds more than I thought we would. But when you go to sleep at night and he's outside, like, what do you do to keep him from running away? Do you have a system at your house?
He's a good boy. He stays inside when we sleep.
Okay.
Oh, do you need my dog
Hold
now?
on.
We're not
Hold
gonna-
on.
we're
I got
not gonna get a
this.
chain
I
out
got
of this
this.
guy.
I pull up a bag from the side of us, pulling out a large chain, tossing it on the floor in front of us.
The enigmatic big man. All right.
If we do this, I'm going to need 3 times more of that coin. This is my son, and I'll need it now. And I promise you, I will go get him and bring him back here.
No way we're giving you that coin before we see the boy.
Then no way I'm giving you my son.
Look, you're just gonna head right back to the pub, is all.
No,
Maybe.
we're in the pub, but
No, I thought we'd
You think
stepped
I'm
out.
like
with him.
these men?
Yeah.
I run a farm.
No, clearly. Okay, look. Allow me to bring it back. My approach was geared more towards. See that guy drinking under the table over there?
Oh yes,
That's-
he lost his boy.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have brought him up. Okay, let me step back one more time.
Can I
Trust
roll
us, that was
for
our
insight?
first. We're
Yeah,
trying going.
absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna roll for insight. So we get some insight to get him to do what we want.
Roll 20. Well, insight is more like to
Or-
check to see if he's being truthful.
Will he come back with our money?
Yeah, is he being truthful?
You don't even
about-
need insight to this.
No,
He
yeah.
does not seem like anybody else in the bar.
No,
As he told you, he runs a farm.
He seems
and,
realistic.
I
So
don't trust him.
it's a
Roll for it.
Only reason
Hey,
why you
that's
don't
how
trust
you're
him is
feeling, go
because
back.
what we do for a living.
I got. I don't know. Is that a 10?
It's a 10.
That's a 10.
he seems like he is completely
50-50.
honest.
Okay.
He's like Charlie Sheen in you know,
How about
that
this, then?
scary
Yeah.
movie Science.
How about
version.
this? I give you 1 coin now, and you'll get the other 2. Or no, you said you needed 3 times. Okay, look,
He's trustworthy. Just give him the coin.
3
I'll change
coins
my-
now.
3 coins
The
now
rest of the payments
the rest-
upon my son being
upon
alive.
completion of the task. Correct.
Yes.
So okay, and that's fine. So go get your son. I will figure out if I need anything else. Is your son like your dog? Will he stay where he's told?
He's mostly a good boy.
Okay.
So
Then we might not need the chain that just dropped on the table. Not that it had anything to do with your son. I'm not saying that.
Take it along. I mean,
Put it back in the bag.
Picks up the chain, puts
give
it
me
back
about
in his
20
bag.
minutes to go find him. He's probably out looking at things.
Okay.
And all of his appendages are intact, unlike your dog with 3 legs there.
So we all look over at him.
Yes.
What kind of question was that?
What?
That's
Yeah,
how you
man,
treat your
I
dog.
turn.
I just must be saying.
The
those
rumbling
puppies really
grunt.
best you
Keeping,
man.
keeping this
What happened to
keeping
you?
this child safe
What
will be
happened in
much
that
more
goblin
difficult.
camp?
He turns around. He
No.
walks away. You see him shake his head as he walks away.
Well, the
His dog stays.
thing is,
Oh,
the Confronting
okay.
goblins were,
Days.
for the most part, nice to me, but there were a few who touched me in some terrible places. I'm scarred for life.
This got deep.
More back.
It's like the
explain
opening of
something scary.
Goblin Slayer.
If I may, next time you have an urge to tell us your backstory, maybe don't.
You know that point in anime when they have that part where they gotta explain why they're powering up.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
That's why I've spent so many moons alone.
Beautiful.
I can't even imagine.
So as you guys sit down at the bar and you wait for him, time goes by, people come in and out, people coming out, and he comes back. This is my boy Jonathan. You see next to him, looks to be about a 14, 15-year-old boy. He's pretty stocky, red hair. And he just looks at us. So my dad tells me you got coin.
Indeed, but only for a task completed, little one.
What do you need me to do? I'm pretty good at vandalizing.
Well, why don't we?
That's why I'm nudging him a little bit.
Okay, well, look, maybe none of that today, but what I'm gonna need you to do. How still can you stand?
Like a statue. Watch.
Okay, I like the pose. Very nice.
Quite the pose.
Very nice.
Practicing. I'm practicing.
Good, yeah. That's I think they call that the running man or something.
I wasn't running though, man.
It's the Heisman.
Well, I mean, see, you named it.
No, man.
That's you're clever. You're a clever boy. So here's
Let
the
me get
deal.
that.
I'm gonna give you 3 more coins now, which means there's 3 more yet to give you. But I need you to follow me in order to get the rest, and we're all gonna go together to the edge of town.
Oh, Mad Hag's place?
I mean, there's a lot of edges to town for you to just assume that's where I wanted us to go. It's a little much, and I'm kind of offended. But since you brought it up, I mean, we might as well.
I mean, there's really literally only on that edge of town. It's Mad Hag. Everything else is open field.
Well, I mean, is the edge of town not in the open field as well?
He just nudges Jonathan.
Do you want the coins or not, boy?
Looks at his dad. His dad. Aye.
All right. So, and look, I have it on. Do you see that guy under the table over there? I have it on good authority.
Oh.
Old hag has eaten recently, so you should be fine.
He leans into you. He lost his boy.
Right. It has nothing to do with what I just said. Ready? Shall we?
Now.
Yeah, absolutely. No time like the present. The quicker we go, the quicker you have a coin in your
He
pocket.
looks at you and he goes, "Can I ride you?"
Glances, picks him up, sets him on his shoulder.
He does this. All right, and then you guys have the father and the son. You
All
have
right.
Jonathan and Thomas.
And the dog.
The dog will continue with them.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
All 3 legs and all.
yeah, tripods hobbling with, huh?
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
That's really
Yeah, it's like the Alice in Chains album. Yeah.
All right,
Did
so.
you tell us he was 3-legged?
No, I didn't.
No.
No. That was.
Well, he is now.
That's what happened.
That's
He
an
is
ad-lib.
now.
He
That's
is,
an
he is
ad-lib.
now.
I'm like, did I?
That's
But-
all part of the
But
adventure.
the dog is not
All
dying.
right, so you guys are gonna head out to old Matt, the old
Are
Mad
we
Hags.
frozen or are we good?
No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yep.
Okay, yeah, so-
Eddie D just jumped in. We got Evil Alex in the chat.
What's going on, guys?
Howdy,
So then-
howdy.
So then Evil Hag is the creature he was testing?
Oh, yeah,
or
how's
is
it going?
We
That's
shall
what-
find out.
Yeah,
okay,
I
that's
mean,
it, that's all.
she's in the. She's
Mhm.
she's near the. He said near, right, or is basically the swamp at the edge
Mhm.
of town. Because apparently everywhere else is field, so
Mhm.
It has to be the swamp at the edge of town.
As you guys came into town, the main road to town is farm fields.
So there's no walls or anything.
They're a very
surrounding
agrarian
the
town. There's no. It's not like castle walls. It's
No, yeah, that's
pretty.
what I
Yeah,
mean, okay.
they're very agrarian town. Very almost Puritan like. The only time they ever get fancy, get crazy, is this one time a year.
Gotcha.
Everything else is grain, work, sow, and do your work to make the town work. So they're very interconnected.
You gotta
The
work,
fact
bitch.
that the old Mad Hag, lives on the edge of town is odd because she could be doing better if she lived in town. So as you guys move out towards Old Mad Hag, you see down the road as you're walking, being led by these two, that it kind of changes. There's a lot of lush green land. And about an hour and a half out to your journey, stuff starts to get twisted. Starts to deepen in color and lose its color. Trees seem dead. The sound of creatures now moving through whatever it was, squirrels or birds, seems to be less and less. And in fact, there seems to be almost like a static hiss in the back of your heads as you get closer and closer and closer. Finally, you get to what you can see over the crest of a little hill, this cottage, which seems tucked up against some willow trees and oak trees that just seem to overgrow it to make it seem like it itself is the roof and connected to these swamp trees. And as you get closer, you see the two in front of you grab themselves and their breath begin to get cold. Alright, well, probably about a good 30 minutes away from actually walking up to the house. What do we got to do?
Well, so, Dad, you can hang back with us, but what I need you to do is, here's the news of it all and why you're going to earn the rest of the coin. And I'll tell you what, I'll even toss in a couple of extra coins for you, but we need you to stand there to lure out the hag, because I need to capture it, and we need a reason for her to come.
You need him to stand there and wait for a hag.
Correct.
So, like, do I knock on her door?
So, here's the question I have. Do you guys know much about the goings on in this area of town? Because the man under the table was the main person, and this gentleman who had a small idea.
You two have been in
It's like
town
this kid's
longer, so go ahead and roll 2 d20s. Both of you roll a d20 to see what you know.
Trying to determine if the hag is the creature, if the hag lives out here and has been blamed
I got
for
a
the
5.
creature.
15.
Alright,
Do I get
you
a
don't know
bonus?
anything.
So she would be doing all the speaking anyways.
Do I get a bonus or anything?
No, I guess it would just be your intelligence. You didn't really need it because you succeeded.
Oh, okay.
So you've heard rumblings of Mag, the old Mad Hag. If you stare at your reflection in the pond, it's you that she'll grab. If you wait too long, it's you that she has. She sounds like the typical boogeyman kind of witch, but there's never actually been an occurrence that ever led up to her. So the town has never gone out in arms against her. There have been small occurrences where people go missing, but they do live on the edge of a swamp.
So, from what I gathered, well, I've been, playing some chess around town. I have heard that if you stare in the pond water for too long, then she will grab you and take you, claim you for hers. And if you linger too long, then she will show up. But even though there's been quite a few people missing, nobody has bothered to actually go and take her down.
Here's what confuses me, and what I'd like clarification from you, sir. Since you obviously live here, you might know. The boy obviously just said knock on her door. Is this a lady that just lives in the swamp that is getting blamed for stuff happening around the swamp?
That's what I've always felt. I've never had any issues with her.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say, let's position the boy out there near the hag's area, right? Near her place. I'm going to knock on the door myself and see if she answers so I can ask her point blank, because most people have a hard time lying to me. So I'm going to do that, but let's keep the boy outside just in case there's something else going on. And you, can you be ready near the boy?
I'll basically be climbing up the nearest tree up to the top limbs and keeping a bird's eye view over what's going on down below.
Okay.
Until things go on.
And actually,
what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be doing a similar thing with my short bow, just kind of standing at the adjacent end. I would imagine if he's got one, if he's flanked on one side, I'm on the other.
Because I'll be coming from aerial, everyone else will be down on the ground.
Yeah, so maybe I'm at like the foot of the swamp, and I'm just kind of examining it, and I don't know.
And you, little one, you come with me because you can check to see if the hag is being honest. When she answers.
And I'll be ready for.
In fact,
I'll be ready to heal.
Why don't we try this? Since you're small, why don't you knock and I'll stand near the door so that way she's not scared by a dragonborn.
That's a great idea. Usually I don't bring my muscle when
as I
I'm
grab
trying
her
to
shoulder
sleep.
and look at you, giving a death glare and a low grumble.
Don't worry, no one's trying to take your bodyguard job away. I just am. You stay. You're a better climber than me, so you stay in your tree spot, and she's just gonna check to make sure everything's good.
Yeah, this is what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
No, you don't like it, but it'll be fine.
Father reluctantly walks his boy up to the area, and he says, you see him kneel down and talk to the kid a little bit, and he pulls a couple things out of his pocket, like toys and brambles for him to play with. And the kid sits down and draws a little circle on the ground and starts playing with stuff in the bramble, and the dad walks off and kind of like hides behind a rock, and you all can notice the anxiousness on the father. At this point in time, you all get into your position. Alright, you ready to do this?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and begin your situation. As you knock on the door, silent, no sound yet. Nothing.
Knock again, louder.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, you cop knocking that? Bam,
Bam, bam.
Please, motherfucker, open up!
I need some sugar. You home?
Again, it's quiet. No sound.
Then since I'm standing just off to the side, I give it one pound on the door.
There's
Shakes
still no sound.
I don't think she's home. If that didn't knock her off the pot, I don't know what did.
And since I'm around, like on the back near the swamp area of the home, I'm just kind of seeing if perhaps her or some.
You're in the back of the home?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, because the back of the home's like on the edge of the swampy area, right?
Well, it's backed up to the forest. It's the swamp forest, so it's like it's embedded into it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the back of it would be almost swamp forest.
So basically, you'd be peering in through the windows as they're out through the front door.
Yeah. I mean, I envision myself flanking the back.
Okay.
Oi, Tiefling, before you get too far, can you pick locks?
It's been many moons since I've tried, but I could certainly attempt.
Or can you pick locks?
I can. Oh, I didn't. Yes, I can.
You can pick locks. Okay. Never mind, Tiefling. As you were.
Roll that d20 as you get behind there.
4.
All right. So as you come back there, it just looks like wooded area. There's a couple pots with some flowers growing out of it, but it's mostly just like unkept. There's detritus and leaves everywhere. And you're gonna try to pick a lock?
Yes.
Alright. Roll a d20 for me.
I figure if we can get inside and see what kind of house the hag keeps, we might have an inkling whether or not she's the beast or not.
As long as I get anything that I want.
We'll talk about it.
I keep what I find.
We'll talk about it.
I did a 5. I'm not very good at what I do.
Snap
Your
the lockpick.
lockpick snaps and hits your own
You
self in
get
the
down
eye.
on your knee, you look
I
in,
have a bonus.
you go in there.
Yeah.
Bonus isn't gonna help you with
Oh.
that lower number. As you get in there, you start to do it, and you realize, I have no idea what I'm doing. You pull it right out, nothing's happening, it's not unlocking.
Sorry, guys. This one is too magic for me.
So I reach over.
So the door is
And
enchanted then.
I step over and I gently nudge you out of the way. What's your name again?
Oh, sorry. We never fully introduced ourselves. I'm Mystic Hole Punch.
Mystic Hole Punch.
Yes.
Can I call you Punchy?
Sure.
Okay, Punchy. I need you to move over just a little bit.
Oh, okay. No problem. I'm gonna
So-
drink my beer while I wait.
What kind of door is it? What
It's
kind
a
of
wooden
handle
door.
does it have? It doesn't have a knob, I'm assuming.
It does have a knob.
Oh, it does have
It's
a
in
knob.
the center.
Okay, so then what I do, instead of actually moving over, what I do is I like do like a lean. I like put my hand, my clawed hand on the doorknob, and I like lean all my weight and go oops, and I try and break the knob off by doing
Roll a
that.
d20 and add your strength modifier.
Okay. It's 8 plus 3, so.
So you push against the door, it kind of gives way, but the door feels rubbery. It bounces right back on you.
Oh, phone got locked if you could.
What the fuck was that? 9368.
Rubbery.
Oh,
So,
You need ice cream?
so then I tap on it with one of my claws, and is it what does it feel like?
Not like wood. It feels like it's got a fleshy consistency.
Told you.
Oh no!
She's the house.
or is the house, is the
Enchantments.
door like made of skin? Like, is it covered in skin now or something? I keep forgetting this is horror D&D. Yeah, it would be something like that. And so I, being a dragonborn and having just taken a bite of my assistant's leg, I lean in to sniff to see if it smells like human skin.
Roll.
2.
It smells leathery.
It's probably been there for a while. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, and I mostly just smell smoke most times anyway.
Roll a d20 perception check for me, because you were above, right?
Mm-hmm. Up in the trees. Fuck. 2.
Well, you're
You
just
perceive
flying
nothing.
blind.
You see nothing.
It's very branchy up there.
You just like a Christmas tree ornament up there. You're not really doing much, are you?
I'll make a scene in a minute.
You guys hear some noise coming from like shrubbery and branch cracking from behind the wood, behind the house.
Which is where I am, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oi, Tiefling, do you see anything back there?
I'm hearing a little bit of activity. I'm not sure what it is, but I do not have a good feeling about this. Getting a bad feeling about this.
It's at that point in time that you guys realize the kid and the dad are gone.
Oi, who was watching the brat?
Bugbear.
They're both gone. So I look around because since I'm a beastmaster, I know how to hunt, I would assume. So I know how to look for signs of whether or not they just ran off or whether or not they were taken by something.
Okay.
You know?
Well, that's
Yeah,
not good.
absolutely.
I was
Too.
Yeah.
that with that too and everything. It'd be technically be along with it, sniffing them out with the scent.
Yes and no, but it's
No?
more like if you're looking into an investigation, like if you're investigating something as opposed to smelling something.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I just smelled it before. Now I'm actually using my eyes and looking.
Now,
at
is
it.
anybody helping you, or are you just doing this for yourself?
Let me help.
All right, so roll.
Here
No,
we
you can
go.
both help.
Well, he's on the back of the thing. He's not
Yeah.
nearby right now.
So roll 2d20 and take the higher number.
Okay, 2d20?
Mm-hmm. You roll one at a time.
Okay,
And just take
gotcha.
the higher number.
13. 15.
And then you would add whatever your intelligence modifier is.
That is a -1.
All right,
That's
so
14.
what you glean.
Oh, even I don't have a negative.
The only thing you can glean are the footprints in that dirt where the kid drew the circle. The circle is now messed up, but
Okay.
the footprints go maybe 4 or 5 steps and then they're gone.
So it looks like the dad might have attempted to grab the kid and run off, but then his footprints. So was it 2 sets of footprints?
2 sets, and then the 2 sets become 1, and the 1 is gone.
So
picked
he
him up to run.
picked up the kid, or was one snatched away and the other kept running, and then the other was snatched away.
Bottom line, they're both gone now.
Bottom line, they're both gone, and their
I'd like
footprints
to
just
look around
disappeared.
for more clues.
12.
12.
Add your intelligence modifier.
And I would also
So
ask
14.
you if you
14?
can see anything from up in the trees. Like, is there
So-
anything from the trees? Because if they were picked up.
The footprints, he's already brought that out. And as you're investigating further, in the dirt, you see a couple, what looks like something dropped, liquid dropped and created like a small little hole in the dirt. There's like 4 or 5 of them that kind of splatter forward.
Uh-oh.
Like a hole all the way down, like
No,
to
like
the ground?
if a raindrop were to hit loose dirt and create like a little divot.
Okay.
I need you to roll a listen check for me while you're behind the house.
Okay, so what would that be?
D20.
D20.
No, okay.
It's almost always
And then
D20.
you'll just add your
Which one?
intelligence modifier. Or it would be your passive perception.
Okay. Trying to see what that is.
Your passive perception.
Is it on that first page or is
Next
it on
one, swipe to
next
the right one.
Yeah.
Okay. Control C in this screen. Passive. Okay, perception. So it's a what? +1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5, so 6.
Alright. So you can't hear it clearly, but you hear what sounds like muffled voices pretty far back towards the swamp.
Multiple voices or just one?
Multiple voices. You
Like
can't
a cacophony or just a
you
couple?
can't quite make out if there's 2 or 3, if there's 3 or 4, if they're male or female, if they're young or old. But it definitely sounds like as
Does
they're
it sound like
muffled,
it's coming closer?
it's getting further away.
Oh, further. Okay. Well, everyone, I thought at first that we were being had for some coin, but it's very obvious that our two have been led into the danger in the darkness. I fear this may be a loss.
How do you know that? Or what do you hear?
I'm hearing what just might be the voices of our 2 comrades that came with us.
Well, and it doesn't look very good because I see some splattering about where they went missing, which could be blood, it could be poison, it could be acid.
It's at that time you guys also realized the dog's missing.
Well,
Did anyone hear the dog? I mean, maybe the dog went first. Are there dog tracks anywhere? Were there
There are dog
tripod
tracks. There are dog tracks. They lead towards the swamp.
Okay. Oh, so maybe the
dog-
father and son were taken further deeper into the swamp. So I say we give chase after the voices, you guys. Let's go find out what's going on.
But are the dog tracks still there to follow?
Or did they get picked up too?
Nope. They go right until it hits
So
grass.
the
where
dog
you
followed
can't see.
after where they
Yeah,
went.
that's what it
So
sounds
we
like.
would pick up with the dog tracks following onward.
And that's going into the forest behind the house. You said.
Yep.
Okay.
The dog tracks disappear as you get towards the grass. Cause,
Gotcha.
but yeah.
All right, let's. I say we head after them. Everyone game?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's our only opportunity.
Alright.
Yes.
Do we still have some beer left?
Does it look like I have a barrel?
Well, you did when we left.
Did you not bring the barrel with you?
Oh.
No. Oh,
We
okay.
drank it at the bar.
You put it down for the boy.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we did have 20
You
minutes,
just brought
so
the
that's enough
beer.
time.
The boy was
So
useless.
behind the house where you guys all meet up with Raldi,
Mm-hmm.
where you meet up with Raldi, there's a small narrow passageway. It looks like it's a walk passage. Like it wasn't created by anybody. It looks like somebody just constantly walks it, and makes the grass bend and everything move to create a passage. It's very narrow. One person at a time can go through.
All right, so we'll single file down and follow this trail.
So the first thing I need is your marching order.
Which is
I'll lead since I'm big and I can.
and also to make it easier.
You're in the
Since,
center.
since
I'm in the
Raldi,
It's still the day though.
since Raldi
What's the
sounds so
tree-
similar to
choose a
Cecil's
tree
name,
Yeah.
how about I just do Emmer? Is that
Emmer?
easier? Emmer,
Fine.
yeah.
Emer's cool.
Yeah, Emeraldian,
You
so
should go
Emmer.
here, Jaime.
So forward. Put these down.
Did it take 5 seconds?
Yeah, if you guys need to take a quick break, go take a quick break. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna set this right up for us.
We're good. We should probably.
Yeah, check the comments, give any
Yeah.
updates, see if there's any feedback about the.
How bad of a
Also
dungeon
deal
master
thing.
I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Find that guy. I see we can probably go for another 40-45 minutes for this first session, just so it's not unwieldy for people.
Let's say the majority of the streams people play for 4 or 5 hours.
We can plan for that
Yeah, we can plan
going
for
forward.
That,
Yeah. We'll let people know.
Yeah, we'll need to going forward and everything.
Well, and they'll be editing and stuff going forward too, so it'll
Yeah,
help.
so you'll be able to shorten down everything.
Right, exactly.
So do other people do just live, like live?
A lot of them
straight-
do,
straight-
Yeah.
But they have all the cameras and mics and everything to be able to do that.
Gotcha.
Eventually, I want to. I just need to get the switchboard and things like that.
Yeah, this is cool though.
This is dope.
Yeah.
And we'll just wait for
Masha.
to come back and we'll get rolling on this one.
So has anyone played, and like any viewers, and sorry I keep looking at that one like Robert was doing it, and I mean anybody who's tuned into the stream, have you played D&D, any sort of experience or
Yeah,
enjoyment or
any regular players in the chat? I'd be curious as well. I enjoy this. I really have fun making pretend. You know.
It's
Make it
pretty
pretend.
fucking fun. I can't believe you guys are.
Well,
willing
at
to
least
set
next
fucking
time. Like, well, at least now, like next time, I can have like more shit detailed on my
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Figure
It's always
some
hard
shit
too
out.
when it's your first time. Like,
Yeah.
like, what do I do?
Yeah.
What is this?
Mhm.
What is that? Truthfully, you're never gonna know until you pop in
Yeah.
there.
And I was significantly more inebriated when I played with you that one time, so yeah. It's,
That's the way you should be by the time you're done playing every time. Though.
Yeah.
That's usually how any of my friends' D&D campaigns would go.
The stuff gets a little more and more sloppy as it goes.
Oh yeah, yeah, but no, yeah, they would do like 4 or 5 hours at a time.
I'm fine with that. It's just
We got to
again,
block out that
Yeah, we
day
have
to
to
do
make
it.
sure we're.
There's nothing else.
I don't know if Marcia
Yeah.
was planning on that or not, but
Mhm.
I'm having fun though. I enjoy it.
We haven't even gotten to the good parts yet.
Oh, I kind of feel like we abandoned the investigation before knowing whether or not the place was made of skin, but
I mean,
it was just leathery.
I mean, it's still there. The house is still there.
we had already like gone into the swampy woods though, right?
You're about to.
We're about to.
We're about to.
Yeah.
The house is literally right behind you.
So then one of us could pose that should we investigate a little bit further?
Yeah, I
could.
well,
The thing is, you weren't able to get into the house. You can investigate the door.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
And I was behind looking in.
yeah.
didn't
So
see
we're
anything,
good.
So
We're good. We found
Unless
out
you
what
want
we
to try
needed
your hand at picking that lock.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, and I know that's what he was leading me to in hindsight.
All right. Well, let's just pick
Wow,
up where we're
this is
at.
amazing.
All right.
Then.
All right. So
Transformation.
Like,
as you get into these woods, it gets even worse as far as the degradation of the forest. It seems like the birds that are there are watching you intently. Like they are watching every movement you make and they follow you. There aren't a lot of birds, but the birds that you do see in the trees are watching you like nobody's business, except their own business. As you make your way through the woods, it gets more and more silent until finally you hear the sound of what seems to be like bubbling and gurgling. Oh, not the circus.
We left the circus.
You start to hear bubbling and gurgling like running water almost. You know you are close to the swamp.
So I have a nature bonus, so maybe I
So
should
do
You
I.
want to roll? You guys
roll
wanna-
to get more information about the area.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see
I
if
don't
there's
even know
more.
what that is,
Let's
so-
see if there's more drops on the ground or anything like that. I know it's a grassy area,
Well, I
but
want to learn about
we'd
where
be able
we
to
are.
see stains.
Yeah,
and
because I have
stuff,
nature
right?
and then animal handling as well.
All right.
So like I have a proficiency bonus though, like has.
You got a 5.
This is where I don't know what it
Man,
is.
these flowers look dead.
Yeah, I only got a 2. So that's 7.
Now, do the flowers and foliage start to look burned, or is it like it's been rotted away?
Rotting. Like
Okay.
everything is kind of rotting, and almost like it's morphed to be thorny. You know, like the it's the
Sleeping
forest
Beauty Queen?
is vicious in itself. You know what I mean? As you guys move through it, as you push through branches, they scrape against you, and it's almost like the branches themselves and the leaves themselves are pressing against you to keep you from advancing further.
Now, I've had my own experiences, and I can't say everyone is going to be exactly the same, but in my experience, when things are starting to rot and push back against us, it's usually not something very good at the other end of this.
Yeah, I'm not getting a good feeling, and when I can't determine what I'm looking at in nature, knowing it's rotted this bad that I can't even tell if this is a dogwood or a birch tree.
As I look at the rest of everyone.
They're oaks.
Oh.
They're oaks. I mean, the miniatures may not show up, but
Oh, okay.
they're oak trees,
Okay.
and they seem deliberately placed.
Ah, okay.
Okay, everything seems deliberate. Forests are not deliberate, but everything seems deliberate.
Yes, I've seen forests change before, but this one there's a much different and darker liveliness to it.
Let's just keep pushing through. Are we starting to hear anything yet?
Yeah. So as you guys get closer to the berg, you begin to hear what sounds like.
Someone's either drowning in the swamp or eating.
Or getting some bomb dome.
I say let's sneak up and try to see what this is. I don't think we should go in hot.
Yeah, so are we still following dog tracks, or are we following those voices that I heard?
Well,
The
we've
dog tracks
lost
are
the dog
gone.
tracks
Yeah,
at the
they
grass.
disappeared in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
The voices were trailing away,
Because
as
that's
you guys
what we
went.
were initially
and they've
going
kind of
after.
you've lost the sound of them. So now it's just following the path, because the path only leads.
Okay,
you.
so there is a path. For
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can't really press against to go against the path.
Mm-hmm.
The force
Hence
is
the
keeping you.
deliberateness
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and based off of that sound,
Mm.
I think we'd be sneaky.
So, I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to sneak. Why don't you go and sneak
All right,
since you're
let
the
me
smallest
see if
of
I
us?
can roll something better than a 5.
Are you gonna go ahead and sneak up?
I would say at least with
You wanna sneak with me?
I would say with me it'd basically be I just place all the weapons back on my back, crawl on all fours while she's sitting on my shoulders as we sneak through.
Oh, do you roll or do I roll? Do we both roll?
Both of you roll.
Yeah.
You got to roll to be silent, and he's got to roll to be silent with a negative disadvantage. So you're gonna roll 2 dice and take the lowest number because you have someone on top of you, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
No,
all
I
your
think-
gear,
Okay. Should we go separate?
and you're not exactly small.
Should we go separate?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we just send the little one? It's gonna be a lot more likely you guys are gonna get
Good.
seen.
Alright. I'll just me
Okay.
then.
Okay.
You hang back. Can he hang back? Follow by hang back?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean the 3 of us would be hanging back.
Yeah.
Right?
So the 3 of you guys are hanging back, and she's going forward.
Alright.
She is the smallest. It makes the most
18.
sense. Least conspicuous.
Plus 2.
All right, so 10. So you're as quiet as the dead brush will let you be. You know what I mean? As you walk through, there's a little bit of crunches, and almost every step you're like. Until finally you find that step where you kind of understand how the leaves are working. As you get closer, that sound gets more vicious and more liquidy. Oh, goopy is what it sounds like to you. And as you come past a little bit of the clearing, you see what appears to be the swamp. And off in the corner from your side, you see Thomas on the ground, face down.
Not a good sign.
Is that the little boy or the dad?
That's the dad.
Okay.
Jonathan was the little boy.
Jonathan, okay.
Roll a d20 for me.
Come on, Gina. Ooh.
Damn,
16.
Gina.
16.
He's not where the sound's coming from. As you tilt your head to the sound, you see a familiar pair of shoes and pants hanging,
Uh-oh.
just kind of dangling. Looks like 2 legs behind it, and something is holding it, and there's just blood dripping down it as you.
Oh, we really did get the boy killed.
It's like Rawhead Rex, dude.
Oh no.
Which I was just reading the other day.
I love that story, man.
Great,
What are you seeing up there? Would you please not keep us in the dark?
I need.
You need
Oh, you know what? This is actually on me.
Although it's
I'm
supposed to
yelling
be-
from
supposed
back.
to be quiet and
Oh, man.
conspicuous.
As you hear that, because this whole forest has been quiet aside from the thing. As you hear that and you're watching this creature, this thing you can't really see, you see the body of the boy kind of jerk and then drop. All right here is gone.
Oh.
So the whole like front of the torso.
It's almost
is,
like it was eating it down that way.
Oh.
I mean, this is appropriate.
That's
Yeah,
Like
no,
a
no, it is,
banana.
it
It's
is.
fucking dope.
And then you kind of see the body turn towards you. And as the body turns towards you, you hear a boom, and this frog-looking creature steps towards you. I need you all to roll initiative.
Which is 20 again.
D20, and then
Oh.
you're gonna add your modifiers to it.
So this guy?
So my modifier is
8, 3.
Fuck! What is that?
I know, we got fucked on that
I
one.
got a
I hit my other
3.
dice, man, and fuck, you move these.
Shit, I got a 5.
So when my modifier is the
So we all got
plus 2
slapped
of
around for a
proficiency,
second.
the bonus.
Can I
Is
get
that
a
what that is?
reroll?
You're a mulligan, right?
I'm the closest to the
Let me know what you get as you got them.
Okay, I got a 3.
Oh,
I know.
suck.
I love that.
I got a 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, so he's our saving grace technically.
Oh.
I'm the
We'll
hero,
see how it
guys.
plays out.
Surprisingly,
What am I
yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
do?
no, Jaime's gonna fucking shoot
So-
a
so
bolt
is it
right
a
into the fucking toad's eye,
So it's a
stopping
20
him so the little one can
Well,
get away.
Fuego's got to play his character.
Yeah.
But it's a 20 plus what, the bonus?
Yep.
So it's a 22?
Do I get a
22.
bonus?
Okay.
What is it? What's our...
What did you just Emmers?
Not that it matters.
Emmer, yeah. Yeah, I'll just go by that instead.
What did you get, Alec?
8.
8. Okay, well you're not doing too
Do
much
I-
better than Mystical.
Do I get a bonus?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
We
your
kind of
bonus-
screwed the
For
pooch
what?
on
your
that one.
It should be
For
initiative.
initiative?
Yeah.
What's initiative?
Should be on here somewhere. Initiative.
It's at the top. Third number.
Third.
I'm
You
plus
got a
2.
plus 0.
I have a plus 0 on initiative.
I have a plus 2, so I got 7.
Alright.
I got plus 4.
All right, and then what did you get?
7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So you're going to be going after
Dang
Alec.
it. Why? You just murdered me.
Alright, so let's go ahead and move. Would you mind moving her character up closer to that thing? Probably within. If each square is 10 feet, move her about 15 feet away.
Cool.
Cool. Alright. And here we go.
Oh, gosh.
First
All right.
fight.
So the first fight, we're going to start with Emmer. It is your turn. What do you want to do? You have a movement speed of 30 feet.
How far away am I?
Each square is 5 foot.
You're definitely more than 30 feet away.
You got some magic? You can throw
But you can
some-
get closer.
Oh,
Closer
yeah.
to fire or something.
Oh, absolutely. For at least like a
Let
distraction.
me see what my weapons are.
Okay, so I'm 30 feet away. Or no, I can move up to 30 feet, you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can move up to 30 feet. You can dash to extend your range, but then that's pretty much it for your movement and your turn.
I'm trying to remember. I have a crossbow and I know I have something else, but that's the only like...
My advice to you guys, before your turn comes up, I'll give you your guys' initiative order. So, Emmer, Alec, then we have Rolo, and then we have Mr. Cole. When it's your turn on deck, you think about what you want to do for your turn, so that way you guys have an idea and we can get the movie.
Do we roll again, or do we...
Depends on what you want to do.
What we talk, what we
Oh,
do,
okay.
yeah.
So I go last, which is good, because
Yep.
if you guys need a heal, I can...
So, can I try to attack from that distance or cast a spell or anything? Or do I
Yeah,
have to
you
get
can.
closer?
What's the range on your bow?
That's what I'm trying to find on here, since I'm still
Should
not-
be about 60 feet. Generally, it's 60 feet on the bow. So you're gonna go to attack on your thing here.
Are you gonna move closer first, or are you gonna?
That's why I was asking if I could do something that
Yeah,
far
you-
back, or if I
Honestly,
should
he's
just
pretty
try
much
to
at
move.
60
Yeah.
feet right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you
I can
want
only
to,
move
you
up
can
to
move
30.
30 feet to get closer if you want.
Yeah, he's at like 50, but yeah.
Mhm.
But then that's
So
all
for
he
attack,
can
all I
do
have
is
is
move.
unarmed strike,
Well,
a melee
if he
attack.
dashes and doubles his thing, that's all he can do.
What
But
weapon
if
do
he
you
moves
have?
30 feet, he can still attack,
not
drink
even
a
specified.
potion,
There's
just
you're under
talk.
equipment.
Okay.
Set a
You just gotta
trap.
swipe to the right again.
Okay.
Move, set a trap. Oh, we don't know what's against it.
It's inventory. It's the
We
inventory
don't know
page.
anything about the guy. Except
Well,
for he
we
can
don't.
be invisible. We know he can be invisible.
Allegedly.
Well, according to the goblin.
Allegedly.
According
Allegedly.
to
It's
the
under,
goblins,
yeah,
he can
equipment.
disappear and then he pops
It's
up.
not even listing anything.
So he
that says
might
zero.
go underwater and then pop up.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know
well,
what
according
equipment
to
is. Oh, because you
his
created
backstory,
it.
goblins
You
are
didn't load in
merciful
any of the
and shit.
stuff.
So you might
He
not
told
always
me
be
it was all
truthful
good
with
on it.
I
goblins.
thought you were remembering.
No?
So it's a problem. So we'll go to inventory here. Start equipment. Equipment, and you had what, a longbow?
I had a short bow. Goddamn.
You got leather armor and short bow. Boom, there we go. That is now in there. Add starting equipment and done skis. So let's go to equipment here. You got your short bow, which has yeah, you're good to go.
If I wanted to try to attack from that distance.
Yep. You have one attack that you can do per turn right now.
Okay, so if I don't have a melee weapon, though, I can.
If you don't have a melee
Sorry,
weapon,
this is where I just don't understand this
no, it's
stuff,
okay.
guys.
If you don't have a melee weapon and all you can do is long range attack,
Mhm.
that's all you're gonna do is roll to attack. So you roll a d20.
Okay, and since I rolled a d20, like if I wanted to take a shot with my
Yeah,
short bow.
roll a d20 and
Yeah, to
add
see
your
how effective your shot is.
add
Okay,
your
so-
dexterity
But
bonus.
so the 20 that I just rolled, the 22.
That was the last thing.
That's the last one. So you
Okay.
want to roll a new d20. Anytime you attack, you roll a new d20 and add your dexterity bonus to it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try from this distance for a short bow shot.
Yeah, when we rolled for initiative, that was rolling for our order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. Okay, no, I'm a dumbass
So
then.
that's good.
That's all right.
Uh,
You don't know
I was
what's
like,
going
oh,
on.
screw it, I got a 3.
I guess I don't know if it's a 9 or a 6.
Shit, I
How
didn't
do you,
see
how do you
already.
Where's the
determine
where's the number?
The number is
that
to
was-
the
you put it in
right of
That's
it.
why I was like, let's
Is it
just
on
use
the
ones
loop
you
or near
named.
the line?
I don't know. That's the one that was.
So that's a 6. If it's
Okay.
towards the bottom,
Yeah.
then that's a 6. So
Oh, okay.
you pull your bow out, you take a shot, and it's
Is it
almost
plus
like
the 2 then or no?
on your
It's 8.
dexterity modifier.
So it's 8.
Dexterity. Yeah, there's no plus there.
You take your bow, you pull the bow out, and as you release your bow, the bramble almost seems to cover it and block it from hitting the Banderhob. You still have the option to move if you want to move.
Okay. So would I roll again then?
No,
Or
to
would
move is freely. You only have to roll to attack. You missed your attack. That's your attack turn for this one.
So do you get closer or do you stay where you are?
I guess I'll get closer then.
Yeah,
I
you can move
guess.
anywhere within that space.
Yeah, how far
You can move up to 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
And
So
each
it probably
square
would
is
have been
fine.
better to move and then attack, or does it even?
It's
really
all
matter?
based on the roll.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't.
It's
I
okay.
don't
Don't
understand
apologize.
No, it's
Everyone's
good to ask
learning.
questions. We all learn.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so each square,
It's
so it's
5
like
feet.
Five
okay,
feet.
so
And you can move up to 30.
okay,
So it's 6.
10, I don't want to knock over the goddamn trees. Where
It's
was I?
like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get right behind her, or you don't have to
Yeah.
use all 30 either. You can.
Go halfway so you have range.
Yeah, it's, so 1,
I'm
2,
not in a very good spot.
4.
That
No,
thing can
5.
eat
That's
people
6
whole.
would be
That's
30,
where I come in
so-
the next turn.
Boom. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
alright.
The Banderhob, after you take your shot and you run up, his eyes, as you look at him,
Mhm.
they are like a chameleon's, just,
Mm.
and his tongue flicks out purple, and little bits of drops drop to the ground.
Mm.
It is now the Banderhob's turn, because the rest of you guys rolled absolutely terrible. Banderhob's gonna not even deviate from looking at you, and he's gonna come right up to you and attack you with a swipe of his hand.
Oh no!
What's your armor class?
How do I know that?
So go to your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna look up. See here. Should show you on.
Skills, actions, inventory. I think I was wearing leather. Does that help?
That's
Generally has a +1. So everybody's armor class is generally 10 plus whatever they're
Oh,
wearing.
11.
There you go. So he hits.
It's at the top.
He comes up to you and he smacks you like with his paw open. Bam! Drops you to the ground for 4 damage.
Okay. What does that mean to me? Is that bad or
It
good?
means you take away 4 damage from your health.
Okay. Where do I do that?
So you're going to click on your health. It's
Up
Oh,
there,
here.
hit your hit points.
Got it. And then minus.
Yep. Boom shotgun. And exactly how
Okay.
that works.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
that is a nice little setup.
Well,
Alright.
that's good because I
Alright.
never remember.
He's going to take a jump and from where he's at, and he's going to leap behind you.
The move.
Is he gonna stay staring at her? Or is he gonna
Yep.
face us?
He's
now?
staring at her.
Ooh, from behind.
Alright, it is now... hold on, let me pull up that mission. I got
I think it was
something.
Marcia.
Yeah, you roll
Yeah,
higher
it's
than me.
Alec Moore's turn.
Yeah. Okay. So with the creature's back now turned behind me, I run up, and as I jump into the air, I take one of my short swords, throwing it as I'm leaping towards him, stabbing him in the back part of the shoulder.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to first roll an athletics.
Okay. 20.
You stride like no big man has ever strode before. Like a silent fucking fat man.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, I'm like Chris Farley and Chippendales.
Literally. Light on your feet, bro.
Swayze.
You come up, you jump, and as you jump, you pull it out. Underhand. Floom. Your sword goes flying. Roll for hitting.
10.
10
Wait, did
plus
you say you got
your
closer
dexterity.
first or no?
Dexterity is +4.
Plus 4. Oh, plus 4 on your dex?
Yeah, for my acrobatics.
Damn, yeah. Yeah, hit. So you throw it in as you run and leap. Now, were you leaping to grab onto him, or just to get on him, or just to get behind him?
Just to get behind him.
So,
That was just to gain ground.
boom, you run, leap, and as you leap, wha, the blade comes out, hits him in the back. He yells in pain. Roll your damage for your attack. Oh no, that's your d20. So on your character sheet, you're going to want to look at your weapons, and then your weapon will tell you how much damage you're doing. And then you'll add your strength modifier.
Damage is 1d6 +4.
Yeah, there you go. 1d6 and add
Where do
4
you
to
see
it.
that?
So you have to click on them.
So in your inventory,
So we
Fuego,
You see, this is so weird because that equipment stuff, I had set it all up and it's not there anymore.
well, you need to go to inventory and equip your weapon. Is essentially what happens.
Well, I mean, I did it when I was creating the character, though, so that's why it's so
No,
weird.
you just
Yeah,
added the
just go
equipment
back.
to your
Oh, yeah,
inventory.
No.
You need to equip it to your character.
I see. Okay, well, that's where I'm done.
So your short bow is right here. It's
So it's the crowbar.
two-handed weapon. You have. It tells you how
Just
much
have it.
ammo you have,
It
but
just-
it doesn't.
No,
really
it didn't.
worry about that.
Damn, you have no damage with that
I could have
crowbar.
used the freaking crowbar on the door.
So your
What
short
are you
bow
doing?
right here.
Okay, so I have to. So there's 3 different things for me to pick, obviously, because I see the Scholar's Pack, component pouch, and then the light crossbow and 20 bolts.
Yeah. Well, right now it looks like you have the short bow equipped, and you do 1d6 damage when you hit.
See, I'm not seeing that on here.
Refresh your page. All right.
I'm not.
What is there anything else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for your turn right there. You rolled 1d6 plus 4. What's the damage?
Oh shit! Wait, how am I doing this?
So roll 1d6 and then add your 4.
Is that true?
The d6 is a regular die.
Oh. 2.
2 plus 4 is 6. The creature howls in pain as the blade goes in. It's right under the right shoulder blade. So he's trying to reach back to grab it, and he's just kind of flailing. It is now Rolar's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move behind him. I have the capability to do so, and I'm going to leap. And as I leap, I say, "Don't forget, I need him alive!" And I pull out my warhammer, and I clock him over the head to try and knock the creature out.
Roll for athletics for the leap, and then
Okay.
if that's successful, roll the damage.
Okay.
Or roll to hit, and then we'll roll damage.
16.
All right.
And do I do plus anything?
You don't need to.
Dexterity?
That
Okay.
succeeds the athletics, and then roll to hit with your warhammer.
Okay.
Roll some 20s. You can roll again. That hit you.
Okay.
Hit your thing. Yeah. Try to give you guys a clear.
Sorry.
That's something.
20.
Fuck yeah!
Critical hit.
Rolling 20s,
Critical freaking
baby!
hit. So I need you to roll 2 damage die, and then add your strength to both of those.
Which are those?
On your Warhammer should tell you what you do roll.
Damage? Wait, where do I see that?
So you're going to want to go to where your attack is.
Oh.
And you're going to find your Warhammer.
And I'm lost.
15?
Click on it. It says 1d.
Dude, believe me, so am I. I'm
Yeah.
holding on like a
Strength.
thread.
No.
You're going to roll,
Yeah,
you're
and
gonna
I'm
roll
like,
d8 twice. Take both numbers, add them.
Once
So
we,
you lost
once we
that.
get into combat, I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do with my guy.
no, I mean just not the story or anything like that, just the process here on the
Oh,
earth.
Well, that too,
okay.
yeah. Well, yeah, with all the points and
So
stuff.
7.
No, not even
plus-
that. Just like I
three.
equipped all
plus,
this stuff,
plus 3 is
and
10 plus your strength.
there's 2 different options. I have my haunted one, but then I also have my
That
warlock
is-
starting equipment, and
I think my strength is plus 3 as well.
Yeah.
Yep, plus 3 as well.
Plus 3,
So
dang,
13.
13 damage. Whack! You hit him in the back of the head. He starts to stumble. I need you to roll a dexterity.
Oh,
So roll
okay.
d20 and add your dexterity.
Get out of his way! We got a timber situation going down.
10.
Is that 10?
No,
What's your
no,
dex?
it's a 6.
Ooh.
I have no dexterity. For
Dang.
some reason.
It begins to fall and it lands on you. I need you to take 6 points of damage.
Damn. I am.
Boom.
Good
It's-
thing I'm my heel.
I knew,
As
we,
it
I knew
lands
we
on
should
her,
have left her.
You can see it trying to get up. It's
I need
pretty hurt.
I need a new dice.
And it is actually your turn now.
Mine?
Yeah.
Do you
Alright.
you
I'm
have your
gonna heal
crowbar,
myself.
right? Oh, okay.
Like is anybody
Well,
else injured?
you're currently trapped under this thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's your head's exposed
Okay.
either. It fell on your little ass, belly and all.
Alright, how am I gonna get.
Is her top half free? Can she?
No, she's under it.
Oh.
You can maybe see a hand or a foot.
Oh, no.
You know what I
But
mean?
the nice thing, though, with it being soft, murky water,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
pressed under, so it's not completely
Well, but
smashing.
she might be drowning.
Suffocating.
yeah, and she's also
Air
very much-
pockets.
It is actually your turn.
Okay, so. Am I able to move out of this? Like, can I use my crowbar to maybe I find a hole in. What is this, a rock? What's under? I missed what's.
You're under the
You're
creature.
under- you're under the
creature.
frog
The
thing.
creature fell on
So
top of you.
I'm gonna take my crowbar and wedge it through his head.
Well, it's more
Can I
like
do that?
your face is like
keeping it
where his
alive.
chest is.
for the
Your
carnival.
your face is
Where
like
his
about
chest-
where his chest
okay.
is.
Okay, so can I take my crowbar and jab his leg? Like, is my hands out?
I mean,
You said my hand was out, right?
I would say you got like one hand out and the other hand's kind of like pinned into your
Okay,
side.
so my hand that I have out, I'm gonna grab the crowbar that fell from like my waistband
Roll a d20 for me.
and stab him in the leg.
Roll a d20
Yeah?
for me. Yeah. To see if you can even get to your crowbar.
Fucking better. What the?
I think you should use the crowbar to
11,
11. All right. Add your strength modifier.
2.
13. All right. You struggle, and like fucking Leonardo, you reach out, you grab your crowbar, it glints in the light. You pull it under, and you start to press against, and it's giving. It's not piercing. It's just giving. He's gelatinous almost. And you can hear him spittle kind of falling onto you. The spittle is purple.
Uh-oh.
Smells disgusting.
Uh-oh.
You can't really move. That's pretty much what you got.
So that's so I'm
Yeah,
my
you're
turn's
pretty
over.
much stuck. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Cole. Emmer.
I'm just trying to figure out what options I even have, man.
You're beside
Yeah.
her. What
Well,
can you
well, I
use
know
anything
that,
you
but-
have to
You
pry
can
her
help
out?
her. You can help her up. Try to get the thing off of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab
Just
her
think
arm,
of it
pull
as
her.
if it was actually happening right in front
Right.
of you.
No,
What
well,
would you do?
I
Yeah, so what would
understand
you do?
that. But what would I do? Well, I was trying to see what I had, as far as potential options on here, and it didn't save any of the stuff. So I'm dragging it down. So
We'll assume you have a short sword and a dagger. Because I think that's what I see.
non-weapon items does he have? Does he have anything he could use to?
That's where it's like not
shimmy her out.
Yeah, rope.
I'm looking at this thing.
Can
right
I
now.
toss him my
You
rope?
have
I
the
have
chain.
hempen rope.
Oh yeah, I do have the chains. So
But
when it's
you
my
have
when
the
it's my
chain.
turn.
No,
then-
you didn't pick that chain up after you left it on the
Yes,
front.
I
No,
did.
he did. He said
Did
he put
you?
it back
Yeah,
in his bag.
I picked it back up and put it back in the bag.
I will error for you on that one. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
not do that.
I mean, I have rope. Can I toss him the rope when it's not my turn?
When it's your turn, you can
Aw.
toss him the rope. Everything happens in like a 6-second span. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Let me see what you got here, Fuego. Your inventory shows.
You're not a spellcaster at all, are you?
Oh, I'm a warlock, but I mean
Can
none
you
of the
lift
stuff.
him?
Can you lift him?
None of the stuff that I equipped.
You have thaumaturgy, disguise self, and hellish rebuke.
Why is none of that showing up here on this though?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, are you looking at like under skills? Skills? Is that where you find it?
It's
So,
because
let
I'm
me
on
see
attack.
Let me see your thing.
Okay.
So you're gonna go here. Skills, you have. That's gonna give you what you can do, what you need to roll for. Skills are things you can do.
Yeah,
your
it's on
buffs
that.
and your things on there. Actions: attack, action, bonus action, reaction, other, limited use. Click on them. It should tell you what you need to do. Let's reload the page.
Oh, I could have produced a flame. Or an unarmed strike. Dang it! Dang it! I got +4 to an unarmed strike.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Or catch him on fire.
The harper. The
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
breathe
man, I
real
miss
hard
those
and catch
videos.
him on fire.
Yeah,
He's kind of
exactly.
a fire guy.
Technical issue.
All right.
Hold
Well,
on,
I'm
I'll get
learning.
it up here.
I'll make
I'm
this
trying
mistake
to.
twice.
There we go. Actions. There you go. So now it shows your short bow and everything on here.
Yeah, because none of it was being listed
There you go.
for whatever
You
reason.
just needed to refresh. There you go.
Okay.
So you have your stuff
Okay,
on
there
here.
it is.
Yeah, you have your short bow. You have. It looks like you have 2 daggers, leather armor.
Yeah, so I had a
I can
crowbar.
grapple?
You also have a crowbar and a hammer and a
Mhm.
flask.
Mhm.
Manacles. Who the fuck are you locking up?
To cast a spell
Damn.
though, and that's
I should have read my character. I would have done something else. Okay, yeah.
And where can I find spells then? Is that
I
gonna
don't
be...
think you quite have too many yet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty low level
Yeah,
still.
because I saw cast a
Yeah,
spell.
first
so.
spells you have your first level you have disguise self. Your second level you have hellish
Shit.
rebuke, and 0 you have
Maybe-
thaumaturgy.
You can turn him in bestial form.
I could turn into a beast and really confuse everybody.
I wonder if you could have turned into a snake and slithered out of there or something.
Right?
And so there has to be somebody I've seen.
You could have
before.
turned into that creature.
That's what I'm saying.
I would assume that in the world that you've lived in, as old as you are, you've seen at least a snake, a squirrel. you know.
dragon?
Probably not a dragon. That's a much higher level.
You could have
A
seen it,
dragonborn.
but not fought it.
See, part of a dragon.
Don't fight a dragon.
Well,
Doesn't
no.
matter what level you are.
Well,
Don't
no,
ever fight
no,
a
no,
dragon.
no.
You're not gonna win.
But we even said any creature that you have seen.
Any creature, but dragons aren't just creatures.
But if we have seen them during our travels, technically wouldn't she be able to turn
With a
into-
different spell called polymorph, she could transform into a purple anything with rainbow butts if she wanted to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fucking dragon tails.
Yeah, literally. What do you want to do, Mr.
Attack,
Netflix?
cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help.
Do you want
Just
I mean-
grab her hand and yank.
Then well, she's
Pull her out.
completely like smushed by this dude, right?
Yeah,
so,
this
I
thing's
mean,
on top of her, yeah.
What do your actions say? Like,
Well, but
does it
she
give you-
is in a swamp, and you can grab her arm still, so you might be able to wriggle her through the mud.
I mean, so not to attack, just to try to assist in the pulling her
Yeah,
out,
you can
almost like
absolutely do that.
with greasy butter
You don't have
sort
to
of
attack
situation.
every turn. You can take that turn to set up a trap. You can take
Mhm.
that turn to try to talk to it.
If
to
I
try
just
to
knew.
mess with it. To
She's about
distract it.
12 seconds underwater right now, so she should still be okay.
Well, I guess I mean I was either like jump on his back and try to attack, or just
There's
try to
still
pull
that
her
blade
out.
sticking out of his back.
Hmm?
You could use that as an anchor point.
And that was
Yeah,
what,
yeah, you could pull. You could
that was
pull.
what Robert did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could pull the blade to try to pull him off, right?
I mean, could I jump on and like grab that blade and just continue stabbing or something?
Roll
or,
for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you don't want to smush
Before
me.
you do anything stupid, please remember that I need this thing alive.
Oh, good point.
That's why I hit it with the hammer to knock it out.
To pull, yeah. See if you can pull it up using the knife, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, because you might be able to use it like a crowbar.
Like, yeah.
Just pull on it to
Worst
lift
case,
up
he
that
loses
part of
an
the
arm or
creature.
You break my sword, you're buying me a new one.
Well, I hope it's properly tempered. So.
I'll
I
buy
assume-
you a new one.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over and grab that and take their cue then, and just try to pull and drag as best I can with my limited strength, because I'm not one of these big brutish dudes. I don't know how much help that's really gonna do.
Roll for it.
Yes,
So
I'm
you're gonna roll a d20 and add your strength.
Yeah, try to at least and add my, which is my weakest thing, unfortunately.
It's
So
all right. You could roll a 20 and it wouldn't matter.
maybe the adrenaline will hit accordingly. Okay,
You might have 14 on this, right?
the strength is
You're a
11.
bugbear.
That's what.
This one goes to 11. Okay,
I know. Worst case, you can come back and help, right?
That's a good plan.
and it's an 8. So
Plus
plus what? There's no plus on the strength.
Oh.
No, not on the strength. Yeah.
Well, you don't pull him up, but the sword's already embedded. How much was it roll for your sword's damage?
It was 14, was it 13? 14? 13.
Was it 13?
Oh, what you rolled for him? I don't remember.
The sword was... Yeah, because it was 6 plus 4, and that was a 13. Yeah, so it was a 14, wasn't it? Wait.
What did you roll?
No. What was your sword's damage dice?
I think it was the...
D6. It's not the D20.
The D6.
Is it like a D6? Or
Oh, shit, I think that might have been only
Is
a
that
2.
what
I
this
think
is?
D6? Yeah.
The total damage came to 10, if I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
Whatever
remember.
that one is.
Wait,
Go to your weapon. And
Yeah,
it's
hit
that.
your weapon, and your weapon will tell you what it does. What the die on it is.
You're the one who showed me this.
Yeah, these were the spells I had.
No, go back.
Wait, am I looking? I don't know if I'm looking at this right.
So that's your... Yeah, it does 1d6.
Okay.
So you're going to want to roll a d6 and add your strength modifier.
Okay. Which is nothing. So.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No,
D6.
six.
So the regular sided die.
Okay. 2.
2.
Delightful.
So you grab to pull, and you just end up slicing down his skin. And as it slices down his skin, the creature jumps up. He's now off of you. And he stands up, and he is howling. You now pull the sword out. The sword is free. And as it's free, purple slime sprays all over you. All over you. And the creature is just... "Ah!" And he turns and looks at you, and his tongue is just slapping out. You still have the option to move. You can move if you want.
No, I'm gonna stay close because we're
Alright.
trying to help her as best we can.
All
so
right,
I'm gonna
that ends
stand
your
put.
turn then.
So then, with that being said, it'd be my turn.
Nope, it's the Vanderhops.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, it is.
So the Vanderhop screaming, "Ow!" looks at you, and he's gonna send his tongue right out at you. And as he does send his tongue right out at you, you kind of see him limp fall forward, and his tongue kind of falls down. And he's on one hand, he's looking at you, and you see the panic in his eyes. And he's gonna turn, and he's gonna bound over you 30 feet to try to escape. Thank you, senor. That's the Vanderhop's turn,
Hey, we got him running.
leaving a trail of purple, disgusting ichor in its wake.
Okay. And now, okay, so I got a 30 feet walking speed. What I'm gonna do is, as the Vanderhob is running away from us, I'm gonna run by, grab the warhammer, jumping, and then throwing the warhammer in the back
Are you
of his
grabbing
head.
his warhammer?
Because it's on the ground still, isn't
No,
it?
no, he just
No, I
smacked
just hit him with it.
Oh,
It's
okay,
still in
never
his
mind.
arms, still in his hands.
Well, shit.
You just throwing weapons? What are you, Gimli? Jesus.
It hasn't failed me yet.
It hasn't.
And honestly, with my acrobatic stuff, I can kind of get away
he
with it.
technically has your sword right now in his hand too. So what would
Well, I
you
still
do?
technically have one other sword on me.
Good lord. Yeah. Okay.
So I have two short swords and everything.
Prepared Boy Scout.
Yes. Yes.
Bug Scout.
Yes. Exactly. So then, actually, no. With that being said, what I do is I take that chain out of my bag, and I'm running. Well, run forward
Use it
and
as a
basically
bolo.
use it as a bolo, basically, or
You aiming for his legs, his body, his
no,
head?
it's basically going to be wrapping around his upper torso and everything to lock him, to drop him down.
Roll a d20, move yourself 30 feet.
I was thinking the leg thing too.
That's what I was thinking. Actually, would have been harder.
Oh, nice. Okay.
4.
Don't.
Fuck.
All right. So you take your chain out, you whip it, you throw it out there, and as it hits the side of his body, he kind of does this and keeps it from wrapping around him. So he's still on his way out. When you moved, you did action. That's your turn. Rolo.
So, do I know anything in particular, since I'm kind of I collect beasts, do I know anything about this kind of thing? Or...
Roll a d20 for me. And then add your intelligence.
7. Dude, we are shit rollers here.
To be fair, you're rolling with a Dungeon Master's dice. It's working for me.
Honestly, I feel like it might be
And you said
bouncing a little soft on
intelligence?
this too, so
Fucking
it's not
minus
it's
one,
just
so
stopping it
6.
a little bit. I don't know, maybe.
You've heard of
Shit.
Banderhobbs, but you haven't encountered them yet. I mean, you've encountered disgusting creatures, but this creature's putrid. It has pus, bubbles that pop at it as it looks at you.
I can definitely
It
see them in
smells
the detail.
smells disgusting. Its tongue, when it opens its mouth, lets a foul odor out. So pretty much in your mind, you're jotting down new creature details.
So here's what I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna go the 30 feet that I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which puts me within 10 feet of the Banderhoff. And I'm going to attempt to use my breath, which goes up to 15 feet, in order to. I'm gonna kind of do it up its back, right, to kind of scare it, and I'm gonna roar as I do it. So I'm just gonna go roar, and I'm gonna spit all the fire, and I'm hoping to scare it into like a submission, like, you know, where it cowers down and is afraid because it doesn't know if there's gonna be more fire coming for it. That's my plan.
Interesting.
All right, well, roll, senor. That sounds scary as fuck.
15.
Nice. Let's go ahead and roll your damage, senor.
That was
1d6.
D6. Which was the D6? That's the 8. That's also the 8. Oh, the 6 is a normal 6 die. 6.
And then you're gonna want to add your strength modifier.
That's 3. So
9.
9.
How do you want to do this?
So again, my
And
idea.
by I mean he has no more health left. How do you want to kill him? How do you want to char him?
I'm not trying to charm. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing it over his back to
But
try
you
and
rolled
scare him.
9 damage. He don't have much health left.
But I wasn't aiming at him. Over his back is what I'm saying. So the fire, like, he
Okay.
really feels the flames, but it goes over him is what
So
I was
let's-
aiming to do.
Let's try then roll a d20, one more d20 for me, and add your dexterity modifier.
Okay. 7 plus 2, so 9.
Let me see. This is where we'll get to use those ones I didn't talk about earlier. All right, 93%. He survives.
Okay.
So you scar his back. Like you intended to just kind of go over his head, but the flame hit his butt and crawled up. And because of how slimy he is and his natural ichor
Nice.
ignites.
Oh, no.
And he spins and he's dancing, He turns around and he runs towards you guys. I need all of you to roll a dexterity right now.
14.
So it's
plus
a 20
2.
again, right?
Yeah, the D20. So I got 16 total.
14.
I got 8.
Oops, and then what do I add to it?
Yes, you can heal yourself after.
Wait.
I'm gonna start using this roller.
What are we? Wait, what are
Add
we?
your dexterity to it.
I have 0 dexterity. Like I don't know why I don't know why I'm.
I have it's
Uh,
plus, it's plus
I'm the
0,
worst
so it's not
thief
going to add
ever.
anything.
Oh,
Not
is there
dexterity.
a-
Plus 4,
Is there
so
a
18.
towel over there, Marcia?
I see tissues.
Is there a towel over there at all? There's one in the bathroom. Would you mind grabbing one from the closet in the bathroom?
Just beer.
Here we go.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, you just stomp on it.
Alright, so who rolled under a 10?
Me.
Marcia.
You better heal yourself.
Anyone else roll under a 10?
Nope.
Alright, Marcia, as he charges by you, since you're already on the ground, I need. I'm gonna roll it actually.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What did you do?
I'm sorry. You take 6 more points of damage. She's dead.
Oh,
He
man.
steps right on your sternum as he runs by you.
Oh, that's not good.
Yep. And I'm gonna need you to roll
You said
one of these guys
6?
and one of.
Alright, I'm gonna use this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a roller thing.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna want to roll
I don't
the
trust
doubles,
myself.
the ones and
Okay.
doubles when you pull up your roller.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll it. 85.
Nice.
Nothing breaks, but you definitely hear stuff bracing against the weight of this creature as he pushes off of you to run. And he gets probably about to where you are before he just drops and fire is just kind of singeing off of his back. However, the wound that you had opened
So he runs back this way.
is not
towards me.
close, and he drops right behind you. He's
Okay.
he's out.
So behind me. Over
Yeah,
here?
he's done. He's asleep.
I'm done rolling.
Okay, so
I'm using
this-
my auto
gone.
roller.
Yeah, and the wound that you would cut into him
Mhm.
is cauterized closed.
obviously,
Nice.
yeah.
It's the
Okay.
ankle.
All right, congratulations. You
Job
guys
well done,
beat
team.
your first bad guy.
Nice.
Halle Berry, hallelujah.
So then,
Marcia barely survived.
I tie my my hemp rope to around the legs, and we start trekking it back to the
Now this
festival.
is a large creature. It's going to take at least you and the bugbear to carry him back. Do you guys want to investigate any of the bodies or anything else around the area?
I think I'd
we
like.
still don't know what's up with the hag. We don't know if this thing is the hag or if the hag is out there.
Very true.
I'd like to look around and see if we can find the hag, but can I heal myself first?
Yeah, I think you should. Well, yeah, you can move in.
Am I allowed to heal?
Yeah, you don't have to roll for any of that action right now.
Okay.
You're out of combat. Anything you do that isn't extremely hard doesn't require a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to heal myself and then look around for clues.
So go ahead and heal yourself. We can do your investigation when you're done healing yourself.
Okay.
All right.
How do I know how much to add back?
So you're gonna go to your spells, and you're gonna want to look at what your healing spell can do for you. If it's medicine, I would say you gotta look around for herbs
Oh.
to make a healing medicine.
Okay, so then I have to. All right.
As you guys approach the kind of crick where the Bannerhob had been feasting, he's actually tying it up. What are you guys doing?
Basically, I'm going around gathering the rest of my materials that I had chucked.
You approach
Yeah.
Emmer, and he's holding your purple stained blade.
Yep. I look at it, turning it around, and notice there's a slight kink down the blade.
It's got all that purple ichor on it. Are you gonna keep it on there?
No, I'll be cleaning all that off.
As you wipe it, it's stained purple. And as you wipe it, roll a d20 for me.
7.
Your thumb gets cut, and you start to feel a little woozy. It's at that point you realize, I think my blade took in a little bit whatever the Banderhog had. If you can, if not, I'll add it to you. Your blade is now the Banderhob sword.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
So I basically do poison damage.
Yes. So if you strike with that blade, it will do 1d4 poison damage.
Okay, so what am I doing for this?
That's dope.
I think I'll have to actually physically add it to
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so I only found like. I
So
could
technically I
add-
got one clean sword and one poison sword.
And that purple is like halfway down the blade. So it's like stained. And as you wiped it, it kind of became part of the metal. So it still shines like metal. But it's just stained this
So it was a
dark purple.
So
That's dope.
the retempering of the steel.
Yeah.
Thinking
sounds
those
like-
purple
Essentially,
hues
yeah.
again, yeah. I dig it.
What are you doing?
It's a good question. I mean,
You can do whatever you want. Right now, you have the crime scene ahead of you.
Mhm.
You just handed the weapon over. There's the Banderhob.
I'm just trying to.
She's technically still on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I was most concerned about her, but she's healing herself, right? So.
Well, I have to do something, I think, in order to heal, right?
Yeah, do you have any healing spells or just the medicine?
I have a cure wounds.
Cure Wounds is a healing spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I can't do nothing for
And
you.
it's 2d8 plus 1.
Yep.
So do I have to roll for that?
Yep. Roll 2d8 and then add that number to your health.
Okay, what's that? What's 2d8?
D8s are gonna be. It's hard to tell on this thing. I think it's this. No, I think it's this guy. Not two. Oops. Jesus, I'm adding more. You click X because that'll give you like 8.
Okay. This guy, you said?
Yeah, twice.
Okay.
Oh wait, holy crap.
What did you do?
Was that the wrong one?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a double.
Right, clear.
And then this
That
guy.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yep.
Alright, now roll.
Mm-hmm. You get 2 health back.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
Luck of the roll, man.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
I just did it twice. Why is it still doing it?
I think because you're still rolling.
Why am I still rolling?
You wish that was 36.
Okay,
Okay, so we had only found the kid dead, right? Did we find the father dead as well?
She found the father dead and saw the kid being
and saw the kid being eaten. Okay, just to clarify that.
It's gonna have to weigh on me. I kind of that was my plan.
You don't have to pay him anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you can get your 3 coin back.
Oh, actually, yeah. Since we don't have to wait for turns per se, I'm gonna make sure and go and check the father's pockets to take the coins back.
Re-loot your loot.
Jesus.
Well, look, they're just gonna go to waste otherwise.
Fair enough.
What am I gonna do?
So you go over to the father, you check through his pockets. There's the coins. You recover your coins. You hear.
Is he in one piece, or did he drown in the?
He's
the
in
swamp?
one piece, but as you roll him over, his face is purple.
Oh, so big time poison situation.
You hear as you roll him over and take a coin in his pocket.
Oh, the
Oh,
dog.
the dog. Did it
So
make
I look around to see if the dog is nearby or injured.
A little bit, kind of hanging off into the swamp. You see.
My family might be home.
Okay. You see the dog, and it's laying halfway in the water, halfway out of the water. It looks hurt. And roll a perception check for me.
Swear to God, Cecil.
I can do it. 13.
You see what looks to be a solid log floating towards the dog deliberately.
Okay, I'm gonna. I mean, am I able to move more since we're
It's
not
not
in combat?
far. Yeah, it's not far from you.
So I'll rush over, and I'll push the dog all the way out of the water as I turn to face what I'm assuming is an alligator-like creature of some kind.
You are not wrong. As you shove the dog, an alligator comes right out to snap, and as it snaps, you stand right in front of it, and the alligator recoils and comes back into the water. Even though he's much smaller than you, that dog would have been easy for him. And he recoils as he backs back into the water.
As he's doing so, I give him one like a bull in the ring. I give him one like a, and I do like the jets of smoke again.
When you do that, you notice there are lots of logs sitting, waiting at the edge of the water.
And I shake myself off. No meal for you. And I pick up the dog and I walk back over to everyone else.
As you pick it up, the dog is bleeding from its side. It doesn't seem like it's a profuse bleed. It seems like the Bannerhawk might have clawed it as it was trying to defend its family.
So
and I threw it aside.
I hold the dog up and I go. I don't breathe fire, but I just exhale, and I'm hoping that there's enough heat to kind of cauterize the wound.
Where you at, healer?
She's trying to take care of herself.
Heal herself.
Right?
Yeah, with two.
I've already asked so much.
Well, she heals the dog better than
12.
her.
So
This keeps
it doesn't
rolling for me. I don't
cauterize the
know
wound
why.
completely, but it does stiffen up the outside of the tissue and burns away the fur that's there. So the fur singes and the tissue kind of burns. So it's not stopping bleeding, but the bleeding is nowhere near as bad as it was.
Anyone have a sewing needle who can finish this job for me?
I'm a healer.
Can you heal again? Can she heal again, or does she have to rest
Or
first?
do I have to use medicine?
So I think you get it once
I got
per
a-
day
I got
right
a-
now
I got a
because
torch.
you're only level 3.
You got a torch?
I got a torch. So I could take my torch and press
You can
it.
light that torch and then... press
I
it
could
against
light
the
the
dog.
torch and basically I'll press it along the.
I just want to let you
wounds.
guys know how much more care you've given to this dog than you ever gave to Thoughts.
Yeah. Both
Yeah,
humans
that's
are
how it's
dead,
gonna
but
be.
as long as the dog
That's
is
how it's
okay.
gonna be.
I literally hold the dog
Hey,
and
I
I'm
got
like,
animal handling skills. All right.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
As you're carrying
yeah,
the
you
dog,
can use your
you do
animal
see a
animals.
collar
Oh, okay.
with a little name tag on it that says Bella.
Bella? Okay. Name's Bella. I guess it looks like we have a fifth now.
Her ear kind of perks at you. She's a little nervous as you approach with the torch. She kind of screams. You use your strength to hold her in place. You press and she howls. And as you pull away, she passes out in your arms. She's breathing. She's stable.
So I basically gingerly put her over one shoulder, and I don't really need to hold her much beyond like just holding the bottom
She's
of the legs.
maybe 30, 40 pounds.
So
So now that's it. What do you guys want to do with the bodies of the family members that are there?
There's only half of one of them, right? So
Kind of like a third.
yeah, only a third was
Okay.
gone, so 2/3.
There's a lot of alligators.
Like, you know when the
out
Cookie
there?
Monster
Yeah,
bites
they all
into the
need-
cookie?
Are
and
they
there's
really
just
gonna
that, like,
spend time to dig a hole
No.
and put them in?
I feel like the
I feel
alligators
like-
are gonna get a meal
I
anyway.
feel
Yeah,
like,
so
I
we
feel
should
like we
appease the
toss
gators and throw
the
them in.
bodies to
Oh,
the
yeah.
gators
No.
so we can safely retreat.
Basically, what we'll do is As you have the rope tied around the legs, I secure the chains around his upper torso to secure the
Just
arms.
in case he wakes up. Okay.
And as we are dragging him back through the swamp, heading back towards the old house.
Okay.
So you guys throwing the bodies to the gators?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just leaving them. We're not really throwing them, right? Because they're already in the
It's
swamp.
God's
The
will.
boy is kind of on the land.
Oh, he is?
The
Okay.
father is closer to the water's edge.
Gators are amphibious.
They'll come in.
get
So you guys
them.
leaving the bodies there. You recovered your coin. You got
Yeah.
the dog. Now you do have the dog over your shoulder.
All the
but
important
both of
things.
you are going to have to carry the Banderhob.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. Yeah, so basically...
So you're going to have to
Yeah,
pass
we'll
off the
change.
dog. So who's going to carry the dog?
I can certainly carry the dog.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
pass the dog over.
I mean, I'm
to Emers.
significantly smaller. The two bigger dudes.
As you pass the dog over to you, the dog actually looks at you and licks your face. I need you to roll a d20 for me.
Oh goodness, I know where this
To
might
see
be
if you're a
going.
dog person.
Yeah.
Oh,
5.
wow.
5?
Ugh, yeah.
It's a mediocre.
Is it plus
Everett-
anything?
Everett's
No.
It's not, right? Yeah, I
No,
didn't think
no.
so.
You kind of feel the sense like this dog needs you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
No, okay.
You guys start heading back to town. As you guys come through that brush, it gets harder for you guys to go through the singular, so you guys kind of turn into like a one grabbing the front, one grabbing the back. As you kind of back your way out of there, you get to the house, and as you come around the corner of the house, there's an old woman standing there in front of all of you.
So that's
Who
clarification.
led you into my area?
Well, sounds and crunching and slurping and this guy eating a couple of innocent people. Why?
Fair enough. But there must be a toll to be on my land.
I just so happen to have 9 coins that we're going to be spending.
You see her eyes open up.
That sounds nice.
But first, let me ask you a question. What is your door made of?
My door.
Yeah, your front door to your house.
Who
This is
touched
your
my
house.
door?
Oh, well, I mean, I sniffed your door.
She laughs.
And she says, come. Come. Come.
Okay.
This old woman turns around, and as she turns around, she's kind of like hobbling like this as she gets to her door. She gets to her door, and you see her grab the doorknob, and on her hand she pushes at the top, and she grabs the skin and twists, and the door goes up and opens upwards.
It's made of him.
The Vanderhoff. It's made of his skin.
Interesting.
She says, come inside. Come inside. Leave him outside. I skin him later.
No, actually, he's alive. We're taking him back to the carnival over there.
Oh, I thought you were paying me for Vanderhop skins.
No. We're good. We have one out there, so we have what we need. I was just curious what your door was made of because it wasn't much like anything I'd seen.
Coin.
before.
If that's all, then give me coin.
Okay, I mean, have you just real quick? I'll happily give it to you, but I mean, has this thing always been out here?
This is one of many.
Oh, okay. So basically, we should tell the town to stay away from this area.
All the town knows about the Vanderhops. They know to stay away from them.
Well, I don't know if you know this, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know they blame all this carnage on you, right?
What carnage?
When people disappear, they say it's Mag the old hag.
People are disappearing.
Well, I did just say that 2 people were taken by this thing. Yeah, did you miss that part?
People were taken by this. Vanderhops hunt. That's what they do. They eat. If 2 creatures had come close to my area, the Vanderhops would have sniffed them out and eaten them. They leave me alone. A rotten old woman is no taste for them. Maybe for you.
So is it merely the uninformed then that tell these stories of you and the rest allow you to
Don't
survive?
all creatures hate what they don't understand? I'm too beautiful.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
last encountered a hag as nasty as you with Rhea.
I don't have any idea why the father and son would have been here. Yeah, it's very strange. Anyway, we should get going.
Okay, but gold?
Sure. Here's the 3 coins we talked about.
You hand her the 3 coins, and then you all look at her and she goes, "This is not enough." And there's 2 voices. The scratchy voice you heard before, and that voice.
Enough for what?
Leave my house with
Lions.
Ooh.
So, okay, what are you?
It's at this point in time you see a smoke come over her, and her form changes a little bit. She's younger, and hair seems to slip back and turn into a snake. Several snakes.
Oh, no.
seem to come over the back of her
Fuck you have to
hair.
pull in snakes, man.
Snakes.
And she
I
turns
always
around
have to be
quickly
snakes.
as she turns around, and just her snakes look at you in the eyes instead of her. Payment must be made. You killed a creature in my domain who hunted only for food because dumb people came here. That doesn't seem quite fair, does it?
Do we fight this bitch? What do we want to do?
Yeah, it's a.
Can I deceive her? I got plus. Wait. I have
Roll a perception check for me, Fuego.
Yeah, I have a +3 for perception.
Perception check for you?
Yes.
Deception. I got +3 for deception.
15.
You see a little wooden doll, similar to the little wooden doll that man showed you, sitting on a shelf in the back, in a form that
Because
looks
we're
like
inside
this.
her home.
Ah. So,
He's the only one that notices
yeah,
it, right?
damn it. Do you want to tell us about it, or you just want to keep it to yourself?
I'm just trying to remember what that was.
The the drunk guy that you guys ran into,
His daughter.
his son
Our son
Had gone missing.
had
is
gone
the word,
missing,
I
and
assume.
all he had was this little wooden doll, and he blamed Mag, the old hag.
No, I forgot
for
about
taking
that
his
part,
son.
admittedly. So, okay. Well, vile hag, I see what appears to be a lost connection to a very sad father there.
As you say that, she shrinks, and she's the old woman again. And you actually see sorrow fall over her face. And she goes back to the wooden doll, and she grabs it. Don't talk about my boy. And she just starts rocking back and forth. Leave!
Okay, guys, I think it's time we skedaddle. We know where the hag is if we need to come back and talk to her, but I think maybe her son might have been her first accidental victim, and maybe we should just tiptoe through the tulips on out of here. What do you guys say?
Yeah, let's go. I want to go back and get some more beer from that tip.
And maybe
As
get
you
some more
guys-
information out of that guy who was.
As you guys begin
Under
to
the
leave,
table.
who's the last one to leave the house?
It'll probably
I-
me
I'm
because
gonna
As
She's
you
the
get
most-
ready to leave, you feel her hand reach out to you.
oh no.
It's the time. The oak roots cannot all grow tall. They will come for all the innocents. And soon only wood will be left in life.
And then she shuts the fleshy door, pushes you out.
Can you, I couldn't really hear. Can you recap
Yeah, I was gonna
what
say
she said?
because if I can barely hear, I know the mic's not.
That's the point.
Yes. So, a lot of bad things are about to happen to a lot of innocent people.
Okay.
The equinox is coming.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's get the Banderhoff back to where we need it, and then we can go from there. What do you guys say?
Works for me.
Alright, I'm ready.
You guys march into town, dog in tow. You leading the parade, almost like a marching master.
A little bit more of a skip in her
You
step.
two carrying the hob. Kids are following around you, trying to look at this creature, checking it out. People are crowding around you, going through the town. You make your way past the witch's tit. And as you make your way past the witch's tit, people are coming out to look at this creature. And then you go to the tent. And as you go into the tent, you can see more performers getting ready. Same fire breather looks at you and she goes. As you go back,
And I curl my lip again.
as smoke appears in front of you. And the ringmaster,
Once again.
with his mask on. Was that smooth? Did you see me waiting in the wings?
Oh, your entrance. Yes, your entrance was smooth. The operation, not so much.
Oh, did you get the creature?
You see it, don't you?
That's not what I sent you for. But it'll do.
Creature in the swamp.
Something.
That is quite the creature. I've never seen anything like that before.
Wait. You didn't happen to be talking about a Medusa lady, did you?
There's a Medusa out
No, I was just curious.
I was hoping you came back for an alligator. When they said there was a swamp monster out there, I thought there was going to be an alligator or crocodile. I don't have one of those yet.
Guys, we could have just gotten an alligator.
Well,
A
that
Vanderhop?
But
Well, I think
what that
a
does is
Vanderhoff should be worth significantly more coin, Ringmaster?
For the
Indeed.
first time, you guys notice his mouth open as he goes, "Yes, I cannot wait to break him."
Break him like.
Giggity.
You know we don't discuss details. I don't ask who you had to kill. You don't ask what I had to do.
don't
Gotcha.
ask, don't tell.
As he says that, Bron! The giant, "I touch that."
Yes, you do.
He picks it up, takes it from you guys, and he carries it away.
He appears quite
He
crispy,
looks at all
but
of you.
He's still alive.
He looks at all of you, he pats your hand for that, and he places a fat sack of gold. There could be some of that in your future, not now. If you decide to stay with my menagerie, it's clear it took the multitude of you to bring this thing down. Imagine the creatures we could have if all of you helped Rala and me with the menagerie.
Something to consider over another brew. What do you guys say before the show?
Yes, let's.
And yet I'm standing staring at you once more. And I
Roll a d20.
and I look and I ask.
Sweet nothing.
So should I ask or should I roll
You
first?
can ask you whatever you want to do.
I'm getting a sense of energy that I have possibly met you somewhere before, Ringmaster. Do I look similar to
As he
someone
looks
you've
at
met?
you.
Why don't you take off that mask of yours so I can get a better look at who you actually are?
I never remove my mask. I feel like I know you. Or at least someone who was you.
I have had many travels over many moons.
You are quite old, aren't you?
Longer than I care to tell.
I can smell the decrepit.
I am too. He cuts his hand.
I try to
pulls a
mask it
dagger
with the
out.
horse piss most of the time.
Cuts his hand, sand falls out of his hand. Ah! Slaps his hand, and the sand's gone.
I'm a man of many tricks.
So I see.
Put that Vanderhop in his cage, Bugman.
He's looking right at you.
Yeah, and he stares right back at him.
An awkward silence
And
between
the
the two
cold
of them.
stare.
Does he speak?
Perhaps I should just put the Vanderhop in there.
He does not move until I tell him.
Occasionally after enough ale,
So I
right?
should- Okay. No more to him. Understood. Muscle, brains, mouth. Understood.
So I think we should head back to the tit and probably call that as episode 1 here, if that's okay. with you
Congratulations,
guys.
guy. I have been holding.
Oh, that was fun.
Back like a little bad for a minute.
It has
So
been
that's gonna do
2.5
it, guys,
hours,
for
right? So-
Oh, man.
episode 1.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah,
honestly.
It was, but oh man, we need some cushions on these seats.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
we'll be
shit.
in
I
the-
was going like
Cushion
half
on
butt.
your
I
butt
can't see
tongue.
where the line.
I was going half butt at one point. I was just like,
I
No,
know,
we'll,
it's like,
we'll,
Other
yeah,
cheek.
we'll be in better chairs next
Yeah.
time and everything. And like
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
lots of fun.
the rest of these will be likely recorded, so that way we can do some editing with them and, you know, add the music in post and all that good stuff. So
I need to work on my backstory. I think now that I have my character.
yeah. Well, do we want to? That's a good question. I'm sure. So this was supposed to be a test run. Do we want to continue with this story? I like
I
it.
like it.
I
Honestly,
like my character.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like,
I
I
think
yeah,
like
it's
to
fun.
see what other creatures we're finding.
That was dope, and that was so Stranger Things too. When he,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude, that's cool. I've never played like this before. This is awesome. So I'm all about it.
Nice.
Careful, you're blocking, Marcia, with the camera angle. Yeah, exactly. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll wait for Mahalo to close it out proper,
What
but
about the chats? Is there
yeah,
good
guys,
chats?
I mean, we have a few viewers.
yeah,
Everyone stick
everyone
through?
really looks like they're just sitting there watching. Nobody was really
Yeah.
commenting too much.
But it's okay. Like again, the microphones will be better, the sound will be better. There'll be more angles and stuff like that. Although this isn't a terrible angle. If it's
No, we just
something
honestly,
like
from
this.
when I was looking though, it's like we need to at least get this up here a little bit more so we can have a little more bird's
Well,
eye.
yeah. I mean, that requires another camera still. So I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
We'll see. We'll
I'm
have to
saying
work
drone
on setup.
shots. That would have been a great
Just have the drone just hovering right there.
Like
Yeah,
no, just
that's
like
not loud
for
at
the
all.
battle, big battles, just like I don't know. It's an option. I'm just saying. It's
Saying.
Just saying.
an
But yeah,
option.
how did everyone like it? Fuego, what did you think?
I still there's a learning curve for me for sure, and I think it's because I haven't really played a lot of these like super in-depth RPG sort of things. With I mean, I played a little bit of Link back in the day, but nothing as in-depth as this, and I still think that there are like certain skills I didn't properly equip, and the fact that Mahalo was trying to walk me through some stuff, but that's the thing. I want to like go through all of this off camera and get a little more acclimated so I can feel more proficient and not all embarrassed and noobed out. So
Yeah.
Robert, what did you think?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I dug it. I definitely want to at least know next time going back through, we'll have a little bit more character detail and shit like that.
Okay, Marcia.
I think I had a great time. I realized that I could have added weapons instead of just a crowbar to my
that's what I was finding out too.
So I did add a couple things. So I added my sickle to go along with my character and a dagger. So I'm excited to use that because I have knowledge in it. So
Cool.
those are my weapons. So I'm excited to be able.
Your lipstick.
Yeah.
To be fair, you did the best you could with a giant blob on top of you.
Yeah, I mean, I could have rolled better. That's for sure. I think I would have had a much cooler time.
The game definitely got away from us, Cotton. Wasn't rolling the way we wanted to roll. We did the best we could with NASCAR, NASDAQ, and 10 mile 500.
Always give it
That's the
110%.
character.
110%.
But yeah, I had a great time. I thought it was a lot of fun, and personally, I want to thank you, Mahalo, because you obviously did a lot of work. You did a great job. You threw yourself into the characters. You screamed as the monster. That's fucking awesome. That's what that's all I've ever imagined a good DM would do. So I think you did a great job, and I'm very excited to continue to do this. So yeah, we were saying we think, I know this was a test run, but we were saying that we think we might as well continue with this story. So
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah, we'd like to.
we didn't even get halfway through what I had.
nice, well, perfect. I really am enjoying this, and I'm excited to make it a regular thing. And I think the more refined and edited versions will probably pump up the views as well for
This
it.
is just to get you guys a taste of our jam.
I'd like to do this at least monthly if we can.
Sounds
so
good.
once a
For
month
sure.
we gather and we do a new episode.
That gives
so.
me time to work on my backstory.
True.
And like coin phrases.
Coin phrases?
Yeah.
She wants one-liners.
Yeah.
That's all she
I got prepared,
She's
like,
basically
hold up.
bringing a rainbow into her character.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Perhaps.
But that's the thing. Don't get
Your
too
favorite
attached.
sandwich.
Have a backup character
Is that a-
just in case. You never know what we might run into, and characters
She
can
literally
die.
almost died.
Yeah.
Right now.
I know.
Very
Took some
close, very
hits.
close.
I know. I'm surprised you're not more angry at my character than you are, because I knocked him out onto you, and then I set him on fire, and he ran and stepped on you.
Let's not go back and forth where she was perfectly stealthily watching him. And you're like, hey, you see anything out there?
No.
Yeah, like you like totally screwed me, and then I rolled a crap, and then I'm
Like you could have like snuck up us like softly behind her and like, hey, you see anything?
I
But
didn't even
no,
get,
you
I
gotta
didn't even get
fucking
a
belt
chance
it.
to like, okay, I'm gonna slowly sneak away from the situation. No, just like,
Go for it.
Sorry.
I did in my head
Living
every
and
time.
learn.
Every time you went off on a tangent about your backstory, Fuego, I was like, so this guy just walks in the bar.
And just starts talking.
Starts talking.
I had so little interaction, you know.
Talk
I just
about
wanna unbridle
oversharing.
my soul.
Oh, it was perfect. It was a good game, guys.
you
I
just
had a
killed
lot
my
of fun.
father, prepared to die.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's
So-
great.
Thank you, Midnight Syndicate.
Yes, indeed.
He's like the old guy at Ponderosa that just tells everyone the fucking the backstory. No, literally, that happened one time when I was at Ponderosa with my grandparents back in the day before they closed. There was this old dude sitting in the booth and he was telling everybody his life story.
I was born on a dark
Dude, it
stormy
was-
night,
it was
1969.
Yeah.
My mother had 4 stitches and I had 2.
I still remember that because my grandpa and I were just laughing about it. We were just like, what the fuck are you sitting in a Ponderosa for?
And
Telling them like your life story. Write a
so
book.
I am not an expert in D&D. We did take a lot of elements from D&D. There are a lot of rules that we kind of homebrew, and those will get refined as we move forward in the campaign. The whole point was to make sure you guys had fun, and I'm glad you guys had fun.
Definitely
I always have
did.
fun running these things, especially when I
Fucking
get to be free form with horror.
Yeah.
When I run D&D with other people, I have to ask, say, body horror okay? Okay, cool. Flesh horror okay? Okay.
Come on, we're killing kids and saving dogs.
You're right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
you're
dumb.
like,
The
wait a second.
The first idea to do anything was to sacrifice this little ginger
It was
boy.
use him as bait, not sacrifice him.
Well, we kind of knew what was going to happen.
I didn't.
He
I
was
thought
an
we could
expendable
manage that.
asset.
Yeah.
I always have a good heart about things. I didn't want him to
Fuck you,
die.
care. You're not
He
going to
is
stay
a
in
gold dragon.
town.
He does care about people.
Yeah.
and it's-
Yeah.
I defected from my tribe because they were
Yeah.
very assholey
Think of
dragons.
Dr.
We
Nick
thought
from
we could
Simpsons.
save
He has the best intentions. He's
This
just
doesn't
not
always
the
go
first
well.
surgeon you're gonna go to.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The boy would have been fine if we didn't get stuck on the door.
It's true. That's true. We should have had someone keep their eyes. I thought you were supposed to be up there watching
but
them.
I'm watching the house where you guys are at. I was. You didn't tell me where they were sitting. That's why I wanted them in the cage.
Touche, sir. Touche.
That cage would have been genius.
Touche indeed. Wow.
But
You're
no,
not
you
gonna-
guys wanted to fucking chain them up.
Like,
Not even. We just
you
let
wanted
him.
a lead?
We just
We're
let
going
him
all fucking
stand
sex
there.
dungeon style. No, put them in a cage. Just leave them there.
You even said
That poor
cage,
kid.
and they're like, no.
Yeah, no,
lead,
oh
lead.
no, fuck me. The cage is too far.
That-
Like, you horrible person.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you put this kid
No,
into
we're
a
just
cage?
no, yeah, because chaining them up and leaving them on a stick open wide is better.
I just imagine poor Jonathan just be like, stand here, okay.
That's
He was like, yeah, you got her drawing a circle with a sticker on him. Don't leave the circle. You got Dad running up. I've got you, boy. He kicks the fucking thing, and then they both take off, and they both get eaten like a bunch of jackasses.
Well, nonetheless, good times. Good
Most
times,
up.
great oldies.
Most
All right, so let's call it here, you guys, and we'll be back again in a month to continue the campaign with better audio and all that good stuff. So, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you to our patrons for supporting the channel the way that you do. Until next time, though, I've been Cecil Laird,
Gracias, I mean, Fuego.
Robert the Wolfman.
Marcia Parker.
And I'm hollow.
and remember, guys,
Stay
scared. Robert, will you stop? Click the red button on there. Click the red button. Yeah, and then
But he's the Wolfman. He can't see red. He can't see red.
the one with the check.